What are you waiting for? Get off the sideline. Call 1-800-244-5506 now. Las Vegas, Los Angeles, side and toe. Free on the recorded message line. Every touchdown and victory dance just got that much sweeter. But before you get in on the action, call 1-800-244-5506 or go to VegasScoresAndOdds.com. Sponsored by JFSR Group.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Amanda Houston, and when it came time to make the game-winning play for relaxation at our house, I made the right call to Jamie Lang and Carolina Hardscapes. Jamie and his team built the backyard oasis of our dreams with a beautiful custom paver patio, outdoor lighting, and fireplace. Make your backyard incredible and call Carolina Hardscapes today at 364-1201 or visit their showroom on Fire Tower Road across from Bostic Suck. Go Pirates!
That's for you. Answer the call from patients who need plasma. Donations are down, so give plasma at a Grifols Center and receive compensation. Visit grifolsplasma.com. Gonna get that? Answer the call from patients who need plasma and receive up to $700 your first month when you donate at a Grifols Center. Visit grifolsplasma.com.
0% alcohol, 0 grams of sugar, full Budweiser flavor. For all the moments you want a beer and need to stay on your game. Budweiser Zero, 0 alcohol, 0 compromise.
Hello, Pirate Nation. This is Jamie Cuccinella, inviting you and your family to come by Cuccinella's Pizzeria and Italian Ice. Cuccinella's has been serving our special family recipe New York-style pizza since 1932. We think you'll taste the difference in just one bite. When you come in for a pie, don't forget to try our house-made Italian ice or gelato. We make small batches every day from scratch with all fresh ingredients. Cuccinella's on Old Tar Road across from Plant and See, Cuccinellas.com, and on Facebook and Instagram.
Hey, this is Troy D., proud ECU grad from the class of 94. And if you know me, you know I love the 90s here at ECU. It was some of our glory days, including bowl games, the Peach Bowl, and even a March Madness appearance. Relive those days with my friends from Tailgate Classics. Tailgate Classics is a cool retro store with all types of merchandise, including the 90s ECU vintage tees and hats. Check out Tailgate Classics in person, 304 Evans Street, or online at shoptailgateclassics.com. Tailgate Classics, bringing back the throwbacks.
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure you have the best comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you on the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us on Greenville Boulevard in the public shopping center right near the stadium. Be sure to run with us on Facebook and Instagram. Fleet Feet, we run for you. Go Pirates!
Warren's Hot Dog Pizza, homemade lemonade.
Hey Pirate Nation, are you ready for some Warren's hot dogs? Warren's original Hot and Judy's mild sweet chili hot dogs have been the official hot dog of sports fans for over 30 years. Pick up a tailgate special this football season of 10 or more hot dogs for only $1.50 each. Warren's in Greenville across from Ron Ayers Motorsports and the new Chocowinity location next to the fire department. Warren's hot dogs. Want some? Get some. Go Pirates.
Blue 42! Blue 42! Unlike football, life doesn't take a timeout, and anything can happen at any time. Unfortunately, anything isn't always a good thing. You need auto and life coverage, and agents. There for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You need North Carolina Farm Bureau insurance. Timeout? Not even in our vocabulary.
Pirate fans, call Carlton Venters or Brandon Manning at 756-3007.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company. Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi. An independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. The following is an exclusive presentation of Pirate Radio, the voice of the pirate nation. Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
You can paint this with purple.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Hello and welcome into a Victory Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you today on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We are on 1250 at 930. We are online at pr927fm.com. And you can watch the show today on YouTube. Make sure you're subscribed to Pirate Radio TV and check us out on YouTube. And we got a lot of great videos there throughout the week. All of the coach and player interviews, you can hear them and see them in their entirety on YouTube throughout the week. We'll have Mike Houston's press conference coming your way on Tuesday and a lot more coming up later this week. I specifically say we're on YouTube because Facebook is down.
Down goes Facebook.
Where are we going to post our recipes and political memes and things like that? I don't know what we're going to do, but right now you can watch on Facebook and on YouTube, and we'll read your comments there if you want to be a part of today's show.
And Glenn Griffin, the big dog's here. Instagram's down too, so you know how many influencers and selfies are just having a tough day on Victory Monday, Clip Brock?
What about all these paid posts that are going unposted?
And unpaid.
You got to think about the influencers.
Yeah.
You know,
all these people that said, I'm going to make it on social media aren't making it today.
Now Alan Thomas is just taking boring pictures of himself for himself.
He broke out his Polaroid.
He's going around showing photos to his family.
He's using
asking if he can get a like.
You take a Polaroid and you go hand them out person to person. Here's what you missed.
That's a lot of people to hand them out to.
So you're saying that Facebook is down. I want to tell you how down bad they are. They are down so bad, Facebook employees reportedly can't enter buildings to evaluate the internet outage because their door access badges aren't working because the internet is out in the building.
Gosh.
They cannot get back from lunch to go in and fix the problem.
Is this like a virtual terror attack, or is this a Facebook mistake, or what's happening?
Facebook's very secretive.
I mean, what's going on here, Ellerbe?
Do they only communicate through Facebook so they can't even talk to each other?
They don't. Well,
they've never had
my messenger's down.
They've never had human interaction before.
I mean, they are down to the point. Like I told Ellerbe earlier, like they don't exist on the internet right now. Like their DNSs, their IPs, like all that stuff's been wiped.
You know what? When times get tough and when Facebook goes down, you really find out who your real friends are.
Who your real apps are. That's what you find out.
You see who your real friends are, not the thousands of people that like your post right now, but maybe the people that are going to sit in the front 2 rows of your funeral and cry their eyeballs out. That's who really care about you right now.
Great message, Ellerbe, to kick us off here on a Monday. Tell you what's not down, the Pirates, Ellerbe. They are trending up.
Man, how fun is it to sit here on Victory Mondays?
Awesome. I mean, it's a great feeling.
And I was just thinking about you as you were, I looked at your football team hat and the Braves in the playoffs. I mean, you're having a pretty good...
What a life.
I mean, you're living the dream right now. I mean, I know a lot of people can't like your post on Facebook right now, but you got to be loving your football and baseball and sporting life right now.
Friday, Braves playoffs. Saturday, ECU goes for 4 in a row. Sunday, Washington looks to get over 500. Now, I know it's all going to come crashing down, but that doesn't matter. It's not about what happens Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's about Monday through Thursday, being in a good mood, having high spirits, and something to look forward to, something to be positive about, Ellerbe. I don't even care what happens next weekend. I just know the next 4 days are going to be great because there is optimism and there's positivity.
You have something to reflect back on. And Saturday at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, I just got off the phone with a customer of ours on Pirate Radio, and he was just like, I talked to so many people that had so much fun at the game. I mean, the weather has been a gift from God of what we've had for East Carolina football weather this year, but the atmosphere tailgating, the atmosphere in the stadium, the Parmalee concert, the way the Pirates played, I mean, it was all in all. I mean, if you didn't have fun at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, you just didn't know how to have fun. I mean, it was a great day. The fifth quarter, finishing off the day, had a lot of fun calls, a lot of great Pirate vibes. So it's a good time in Greenville, North Carolina. 3 in a row, Victory Monday again, and I think there's a lot more hope and optimism going into this UCF game after seeing that Navy went in there and took down UCF this past week.
It's a weird year, a wacky year in college football nationally, over the entire landscape, with a lot of top 10 teams losing and all that. And that has trickled down to the American. Temple knocking off Memphis 34-31. And Ellerbe, as you said, the Navy midshipmen getting their first win of the year as big underdogs, double-digit underdogs to UCF, 34-30. And UCF is right now the first year Gus Malzahn, but they are going through life without Dylan Gabriel at the moment. And Mikey Keene the other day, 16-26, just 178 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and interception. Those are not UCF offensive numbers that we're used to seeing. So UCF is trying to figure things out right now, whereas it looks like ECU has figured some things out. Pirates are going to go in there a double-digit underdog this Saturday night at 6 o'clock, but the Pirates are trending up. It appears UCF coming back down to earth a little bit.
Yeah, Pirates playing with confidence. Maybe UCF has a lot of doubt creeping into their football game, and maybe that'll keep the bounce house from being so bouncy on Saturday, because their fans, maybe they're going to turn into a little fair weather, and there is a chance of some thunderstorms down in Orlando early right now as we look on Saturday. So maybe all in all, if the Pirates can have another great week of practice, continue to throw out those wrinkles that we saw this past Saturday, hey, there's a great chance that 4-2 is where the Pirates may be this time next week.
Yeah, I remember opening night for East Carolina in Charlotte against Appalachian State, flipping over and watching some of Boise and UCF, and that was a madhouse. That was an electric atmosphere. UCF able to win it. Since then, they have lost 2 games. Gabriel out. Things aren't going as great. So I agree with you. It is not all it could be if, say, UCF was ranked 20th in the country right now, still had a chance to knock off Cincinnati, maybe go to, I don't know about a playoff, but a big-time, New Year's Bowl game. A lot of that's out the window right now for UCF. So they got the wins knocked out of their sails. They're going to have to create some of their own energy, I think, on Saturday. And again, I don't know if house money is the term for East Carolina, but you really set yourself up for a successful season, a potential bowl season with that win over Tulane. And now you go on the road back-to-back games against teams that you're going to be underdogs against, the UCF and Houston, who looked really good the other night against Tulsa. But if you steal one of those, Ellerbe, you are in the absolute driver's seat, and you're starting to thinking about more than just 6 wins.
Well, the only one you can steal is the one this week, and because you get a bye week the next week, which gives you extra time to prepare for Houston, which has a really good defense. So right now, the focus, if they can take care of business in Orlando, then I 100% agree with you. Just a few weeks ago, we were like, how do you get to 6?
Yeah.
How do you get to 6? Well, if you get to 4 after Orlando, then there's a lot of different conversations you can start having about this East Carolina football team, and hopefully the confidence and some of the things they were able to do this past Saturday, the Pirates can take care of business, and we'll see. It's going to be fun. 6 o'clock kickoff in Orlando, ESPN Plus. We're going to have awesome coverage all week, and then, of course, on game day. So I'm excited. It's been a lot of fun the last 3 weeks. I know a lot of the Charleston Southern game is behind us now. That close win, the way the Pirates were able to play on Saturday. So hey, look, keep it going. 4 in a row. That would be awesome.
A lot of heroes in the game on Saturday. Great performance by Holton Ahlers, leading the charge for East Carolina offensively. You go to Keaton Mitchell, the eye-popping numbers he has, 222 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns, and Rajay Harris found the end zone. And Tyler Snead scored a touchdown. Ryan Jones, a breakout performance, 6 catches, 58 yards, and a score. And all that, Ellerbe, is done because your offensive line had its best day of 2021. And we're going to talk to the players coming up later on in the show with Tyler Snead, DJ Ford, Xavier Smith, Bruce Bivens, Holton Ahlers, CJ. We've already recorded some of those interviews, and all of them giving kudos to the offensive line for their performance against the defense that has given up points and yards this year, but in recent years has really controlled the line of scrimmage against East Carolina. The Pirates won in the trenches on Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. Hats off to those guys. And they also won the turnover battle, too, 4-0, I believe. So that play, I think when the guy muffed the punt, that really helped turn the tide a little bit more towards the Pirates. And it was as I said, it was a fun day in Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, and the Pirate took it. They took advantage of breaks they got, and they played well. So that's the perfect storm.
All right, East Carolina. Now we'll move on to UCF, and the Pirates looking to get to 4-2 on the season, and 2-0 in conference play would be awesome as well. Once again, looking around the American, a couple of upsets, including Navy over UCF, and then Memphis falling to Temple. Houston hammered Tulsa. That was on Friday night, and then SMU, who looks to be, they stayed in their tier right below Cincinnati because SMU is now 5-0 with a 41-17 victory over South Florida. The game that Mike Oresco and AAC folks really wanted was the Cincinnati game at Notre Dame, and the Bearcats come through 24-13, especially on the defensive side. Desmond Ridder put up pretty good numbers, 297, 2 touchdowns, but a smothering defense by Cincinnati. And now Ellerbe, they have a clear path to an undefeated season, but does that mean a clear path to the playoffs?
Well, you've already heard the pundits to start to saying that, well, they still have to, I've heard East Carolina's name it, they still have to play teams like East Carolina and Tulsa that may hurt their strength of schedule. You know, I mean, enough of them, they're number 5 right now. If they run, they play who they have to play on their schedule. They went into South Bend and won.
Iowa and Penn State play this week, I believe. They are number 3 and 4 in the country. So one of them is going to drop. So Cincinnati, you know, do they bump them up to number 4, or do they take Oklahoma and Oklahoma leap? If they beat Texas, do they leapfrog Cincinnati and they keep Cincinnati firmly at that 5 spot?
Oh, and it'll be real interesting. I don't know when they start the show on ESPN of how they do it, and you know they reveal, and then they'll start making the excuses, this and that. But obviously, they're going to need Notre Dame to run the table and have a good rest of the season to really help their case.
Indiana hasn't helped them out at all, unfortunately.
No, but I mean, Indiana, I mean, they just gave their coach an extension. They were coming up. I mean, that's just one of those things when you, and that's the ridiculousness. One of my friends that's an NC State guy said that Georgia and NC State signed a game in like 2033, 34. It's like, when is college sports going to stop the ridiculous? I mean, it's proof of last year that you can schedule year to year, and if you want to get the best teams and figure out who the best team is, and let's do it year to year. Let's schedule the teams that we think are going to be the good matchups. If you at least leave a window of 2 games that can be flexible, but all this madness of scheduling 10, 15 years out is so old. And so, I mean, it's like watching, you know, film on VHS. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I don't understand it, but hats off to what Luke Fickell and Cincinnati have done. They are a force to be reckoned with, and I don't think anybody wants to play them. And I hope they are kicking butt and taking names, and by the time they come in here that Friday or Saturday after Thanksgiving, boy, wouldn't that be a lot of fun if the Pirates could play upset special or spoiler alert.
Yeah.
That adds a lot of intrigue to the Pirates schedule all of a sudden after Thanksgiving, especially if the Pirates are already playing with house money that they have 6 or 7 wins.
So East Carolina will be playing the Friday after Thanksgiving, that final regular season game against Cincinnati. That'll be at home. It'll be at either 3:30 or 7 o'clock on ESPN or ABC. So we're out of the noon slot the day after Thanksgiving. We're off of ESPN Plus and the Deuce. It's either going to be on ABC or ESPN, so that'll be a marquee game that day. Cincinnati potentially with a lot on the line. ECU with potentially a lot on the line. I mean, heck, Kyle LaGrange called in Saturday night, and look, we're all down in the dumps after the Charleston Southern win. The other night, he's saying, hey, look, there's no divisions in the AAC anymore. It's just the top 2 teams play for the championship. So why not us? Why not we put ourselves in that championship discussion? And that game against Cincinnati is a game to determine who gets to host the AAC championship the following week, Ellerbe.
Wow.
Back-to-back weeks with Cincinnati.
Talk about just going 1-0 every week, and the Pirates get there.
Yeah,
how about
that's
that?
all it is.
That would be a playoff.
We control our own destiny.
That would be a playoff game. And what would be even better, we'd have 2 shots at beating a top 5 team.
Yeah, exactly.
Once in the regular season and once in the postseason.
Yeah, hey, look, it's amazing what a win does.
Wow.
To change the narrative, change your opinion on what's happening right now with Pirate football. But look, they came out sour after last week despite the win. and they got it done. We're going to talk a lot about preparation with the players. They all admitted last week that, they did not take Charleston Southern as seriously as they should have. That was corrected by Mike Houston, and kudos to the players for following the guidance and getting it done on Saturday, because they were locked in all week, and it showed on game day.
Yeah, absolutely. They prepared and were ready to play against Tulane, and so whatever they learned last week, relive that this week and do more, because this opponent this week is going to be tougher, and this opponent is going to be in their stadium, which is so hard to win on the road in any time you're playing in college football, but it's really hard for the Pirates of late to get those road wins.
Ellerbe pop quiz: who's the highest ranked ACC team?
The highest ranked ACC team has got to be, drumroll, Wake Forest.
That is correct.
Undefeated Demon Deacons.
5-0. Well done. Number 19 in the country. The only other ACC team ranked is NC State. They survived Skip Holtz. Find somebody that loves you as much as Skip Holtz loves losing a close game against a good team. He does it every week. So they are right there at the end.
Mississippi State, NC State. What was the other one?
And there's one more.
There was one that was a real heartbreaker.
SMU.
Was
like on a Hail Mary.
That's right. SMU beat them on a Hail Mary. So, dang, that is some tough stuff there for Skip. He's going to look back at this year and be like, coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Yeah,
because they'd be in the top 25 right
Absolutely. Now. SMU is in the top 25 right now, joining Cincinnati. They are number 24 in the country.
That close to 2 road wins at Mississippi State and NC State, man.
The top team receiving votes right now, Ellerbe. Actually, the top 2 teams receiving votes were 2 teams in the preseason top 6, Clemson and Texas A&M.
Did Clemson lose to Boston College?
No, but
they got still kicked out of the top 25?
No, but they won by 6, I believe. Boston College had several chances in the fourth quarter to win that game and did not. And good. I'm glad to see the voters do this. They're not a good team.
Yeah.
Why are they? Yeah, let's get them out. Let's get some dessert. Let's get San Diego State and SMU in there. They're undefeated. Clemson has 2 losses. Why are they? Yeah, they're not the top 25.
Get them out of there.
I like it.
I'll tell you who I do like right now is that Georgia defense. Man, they are tough. That looks like a showdown with them and Bama coming.
Because I think Arkansas is good. They hammered Texas.
Was good.
They hammered Texas. They took care of A&M, and then they get shut out by Georgia.
I wonder if they're still working on Jimbo's contract extension at Texas A&M.
They did a side-by-side between him and, you remember Kevin Sumlin?
Yeah.
Who's like, I don't even know if he's still in football at this point. Coached at Houston, was here.
He's at Arizona.
The championship. He's not there anymore.
No, he got fired. But he left A&M and went to Arizona.
They put up like the side by side of the first how many ever games that him and Jimbo coached, and Sumlin has a better record, more like top 25 wins, all this stuff. And then they did the contract. And and look, Sumlin was not a poor man by any means, but Jimbo's making, it's like 20 plus. It's an insane amount of money.
Jimbo, he's making like $9 million a year.
Maybe it was how much he's made thus far compared to Sumlin.
Yeah. I mean, he's making $7.5 a year. I think it was 10 years, $75 million.
Yeah.
And so if he's in 3 years, he's made over $21 million.
Maybe that's what the number was, how much he has made compared to Sumlin through that time. And he's getting paid a lot of money to be the 27th best team in America.
Yeah.
Ellerbe, so.
And the most impressive thing is the machine that is still Alabama. It's impressive. I mean, Nick Saban undefeated against his former coaches. I mean,
Did you see Kiffin before the game?
I saw the brief highlight of it later. I never saw it live.
They did the
through the headphones.
Get your popcorn and like threw the CBS headphones down and trotted off, and then they got their ass kicked. But that's his thing. Like he's pretty consistent with it, so you can't hate it, but you just kind of look like a goofball when you do that and get killed.
But I think that's what he's going for.
Yeah,
I don't feel like. I mean, he doesn't want to be known. He wants to be known as the obnoxious frat guy. That's like when he walks in a bar, everybody knows he's here.
Yeah,
and you don't really like him, but you kind of think he's kind of funny at times. But and then other times you really want to walk up and punch him in the face.
Well, he's great when you're winning. Like it's amazing when they lose and that stuff happens. It's like, this clown, so it's hit or miss.
If Nick Saban's like the dean of the student body, then Lane Kiffin's the SGA president or the frat president, just like wanting to kick sand on him, and just like not show him any respect. But so college football is interesting right now. There's certainly a lot to be played out, and Harbaugh at Michigan seems to be getting it done too. So there's going to be a lot of interesting dynamics of as the season twists and turns through the month of October, and then really the November month is when things really get sideways.
We got a wreck at Talladega, Ellerbe. I'll let you update on everybody on who got in that wreck.
Well, number 48, the Do It Right chili car, just got spun out. Doesn't have a hood right now.
I heard Brandon Walker from Barstool on his college show say this before the season started, so I'll give him some credit. He said this is going to be like 2007 in college football, where it was a chaotic year. The only difference is there is one team above the rest, and maybe two if you want to include Georgia with Alabama. But that 07 year was when you had like Rutgers at number 2 in the country. Remember that? And South Florida got in the top 5. Like all these different teams kind of got a taste of it, and then they would lose. And that's how this year has gone so far and will continue to go, because, again, Iowa and Penn State play each other. Michigan is not going to run the table in the Big Ten. You're going to see these teams. BYU's 5-0 right now. BYU is kind of looking at Cincinnati right now saying, wait a minute, if they slip up, we're going to be that top team. We're going to go to the Big Bowl. We're going to, complain about not getting in the playoffs. So it's just going to be it's a fascinating year. And who would have thought Coastal Carolina could keep their standing after what they did last year? Was it a flash in the pan? Well, they're 5-0 right now, number 15 in the country. So not a bad year for these quote-unquote G5 schools, with now SMU and San Diego State joining the mix in the top 25 as well.
And with the Temple upset over Memphis and Navy over UCF, you wonder how much of that's going to take place in the AAC. Beyond,
I think quite a bit.
Yeah, beyond Cincinnati and maybe SMU. But I mean, there could be like a week to week in the AAC. It's like it may not be an upset. It just may be who's built right that game. And I think that's why you got to believe. And I'm a little surprised, but don't really care that the number's 11 going into that UCF game that the Pirates are 11.
What did you think it would be?
After seeing the UCF lose to Navy, I thought it might be a little less, maybe like around 7 or 8, maybe just around a touchdown.
I wrote my number down. I had 8, Ellerbe.
You did? Well, yeah. The Clip Rock Sportsbook's been pretty on target this year.
So I guess that means I like the Pirates. I will tell you this: I am 1-4 against the spread on ECU games this year. I have not figured this team out. I can't figure them out.
People kept asking me at the tailgate, it's like, well, what do you think is going to happen today? I said, if I told you, it's 100% guess.
Yeah.
And I said last week on this show, I said, I'm being optimistic, and I hope that the game is close enough that the Pirates could win an overtime game by a field goal.
Yeah.
And obviously that didn't happen for many great reasons, and I'm happy for that. And I would think that might be the case this week at Central Florida, that maybe it'll be close enough and that the Pirates can do something right late to win. I don't really see the Pirates running away with it like they did against Tulane, but if it gets down to the fourth quarter, and I believe in this team to maybe pull off another road upset.
They're never stress-free, but that was the most stress-free victory of the season for ECU thus far. You had the Marshall game where you had to make the frantic comeback. You had the Charleston Southern game where you held on for dear life, and they had the ball with a chance to win it. And this one got down to 8 after East Carolina had been up, 24-0 in the first quarter. They got it down to 8 in the third quarter, and East Carolina then went on a drive, their best drive of the year probably, where they chewed up clock. It ended with a Harris touchdown, and they never looked back from there and were able to win it in the fourth quarter. So that was the most complete win by far of the season for ECU.
100%, hands down. I think one of the prettiest plays we saw was that fourth down touchdown to Tyler Snead, just over the shoulder pass from Holton to Tyler. That was there was just a lot of fun, big plays in that game. Just a lot of hard hits by the East Carolina defense too. So hats off, and hopefully they enjoyed it yesterday and are back to work this week.
John Moody, trying to get back in our good graces as a P1 listener. And John, this is good information. I don't know how much I can trust you now, but I do trust this information. He says ESPN has a selection of North Carolina, NC State, East Carolina, Cincinnati, and South Florida, Central Florida for Black Friday selections. ABC has a 3:30 game. ESPN has 3:30 and 7. So that's what they're determining. What is the best game, quote unquote, goes on ABC at 3:30, Ellerbe? The best matchup?
I would think that would be Cincinnati, a top 5 team. I mean, and I don't know.
South Florida and UCF is the worst, just looking at this.
Yeah, the war on I-4 is pretty much down to a skirmish.
So where do you put that? Is that 7 o'clock? What's the what is college football and ESPN considered the prime slot?
On that Friday
3:30 or 7?
I don't know. You know, UNC, NC State, they could be interesting. That's a tough matchup.
I'm going to predict we're ABC 3:30.
Yeah, I could buy that. I think, especially if the Pirates are sitting at 6 or 7 wins, and but
we're counting on Cincinnati being undefeated for that, right?
Oh, absolutely. I think if Cincinnati,
it all depends on that.
Cincinnati loses a game, then obviously we're not the shiny star.
Yeah,
but yeah, if Cincinnati's 11-0 and East Carolina's 6-5, 7-4. Then gosh, why am I even? The Pirates win out, and win the next 6 games.
Hey, it's all on the table right now. Thanks to the win over Tulane on Saturday. Ellerbe, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, enjoy the rest of your Victory Monday. Look forward to the Players Lounge. I know those guys have been in and out all day, and I know they're excited, and I can't wait to have another Victory Monday next week.
Tyler Snead and DJ Ford coming up at 4 o'clock. Xavier Smith, Bruce Bibbins at 4:20. Troy D and I talked to Holton Ahlers at 5 o'clock, and CJ Johnson at 5:30 to recap the Pirates' big-time win. Put up 52 on Tulane on Saturday. We'll be doing that throughout today's show. When we return, we'll check in with Double B. Brian Bailey had a great chat with Chris Foster, East Carolina running backs coach, earlier today. You will hear from Double B when we return on Pirate Radio Live on a Victory Monday. Back with you after this.
It's October, which means it's time to get ready for Halloween. This is Lisa with Halloween Express, Greenville's locally owned Halloween superstore for 23 years. The Halloween fun is back, and we have everything you need to make it one to remember. From kids to adults, we've got you covered. We have the largest selection of masks in Greenville, plus every other costume you can think of. Come visit our new location in the Target Shopping Center in Greenville on Greenville Boulevard, open 7 days a week. Halloween Express, what are you going to be?
Here with Mike Mullis from Fixed NC. And Mike, you were telling me the other day, people ask you all the time, I didn't know you did that. What does that mean?
You know, anything that involves property damage repair, call us first. If it's your crawl space, you've got interior humidity issues, a water loss, your ice maker line breaks, obviously fire and smoke, everybody knows we do those. But anything that involves interior or exterior property damage, we're your repair experts.
Mike, how can everybody get in touch with you?
252-999-0001 or fixednc.com.
Pirate fans, single game tickets are on sale now for as low as $20 for 3 great games to come. East Carolina will take on the Bulls of South Florida, the Temple Owls for Hall of Fame weekend, and then Thanksgiving weekend, it's nationally ranked Cincinnati. For tickets, go to ECUPirates.com.
You can paint this one purple.
Other food delivery apps charge surprise fees, but Domino's is giving away $50 million worth of surprise frees, like free pizza, lava cakes, or cheesy bread when you order delivery online. And we found some unique ways to get the word out.
Like shouting from the rooftop! Free cheesy! Screaming it!
We even called Paul Revere.
Free lava cakes are coming!
Order delivery online and you could get a surprise free from Domino's. No purchase necessary. Open U.S. residents 13 and up through 11/21/21. Odds of winning are 1 in 14. See rules at surprisefrees.domino's.com for free entry, blackout dates, restrictions, and details.
BMS Builders is your premier custom builder in eastern North Carolina. With Blackwood and Mills Creek in Greenville, Dalton's Cove in Farmville, and Belmar and Ayden, these are just a few of the developments featuring BMS Builders homes. They can build the home of your dreams. Just ask Dr. Dennis Ross in Greenville or East Carolina football coach Mike Houston. They built their homes, and they can build yours as well. BMS Builders. Give them a call at 916-1578 for BMS Builders.
In studio with Gloria from Kinetic Physical Therapy. Gloria, what is cryotherapy?
Cryotherapy is when your body is exposed to extremely cold but therapeutic temperatures for several minutes. It has many benefits, including decreased pain, decreased inflammation, increased energy, and improved overall wellness. That's why at Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness, we offer a wide variety of services, including cryotherapy. So whether you're an athlete or whether you just want to give your health a boost, cryotherapy will help to ensure that you're feeling great and living well. So come chill with us and you'll be back for more.
Did you know time spent outdoors can help improve your children's health and bring balance to their life? The Outdoor Heritage Advisory Council invites you to join the Patch program. This program is for any child under the age of 16 and includes activities like fishing, hunting, and hiking. These are just one of the many ways you can earn the exclusive patches from the Outdoor Heritage Council. For more information on how to sign up and get your adventure started, visit outdoorheritage.nc.gov.
Every team knows that the two-point play can be a winning move. That's why I'm here. State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer and my team are here to help you go for two by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score some savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help life go right. Call me, Timothy Sawyer, at 493-0002 today.
This is Amanda Houston, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Go Pirates!
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. University PC Care has been Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006. University PC Care are the local tech support experts for any of your business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip Barat.
Alrighty, back with you on a Victory Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. This is the first race I've watched since football returned, and probably even beyond that. I know it's not good for attendance, but if every race was like Monday at 1 o'clock, I'd watch a lot more races because there's nothing else on. And great for me, probably not great for NASCAR, not having a big attendance there at Talladega right now. Christopher Bell in the lead, but it's Talladega, so there's going to be 4 or 5 more wrecks, and who knows who's going to be able to finish this race today as the playoffs roll on. Let's head out to, there's a Buccaneer Music Hall, not a scoreboard. What would you call it, Shirley? What do they call the
leaderboard?
Leaderboard.
Yeah.
Leaderboard update. Buck. Welcome back, Chandler.
What's up, man?
We'll talk about your wedding and your Bruno Mars shoes and how your weekend went.
Okay.
In just a moment. But right now, we'll head out to the Fixed NC Live line and talk to Double B. Brian Bailey, host of the Brian Bailey Show. Had a great chat with Chris Foster, East Carolina running backs coach, earlier today. Bailey, good call on Coach Foster. That was a good day to have him on with the way the Pirates ran the ball on Saturday.
I tell you what, and they ran the ball so well. I just continue to be amazed at Keaton Mitchell. I just love watching him run, and you know he really doesn't run; he skates. He's just so much faster than everybody. It's fun to watch.
He runs by him, and then Rajay Harris punishes the defenders. He had another one on Saturday where he ran through a guy, Bailey, and it's a heck of a 1-2 combo. And I heard you talk to Coach Foster about, what's behind Harrison Mitchell, because at some point these guys are going to get nicked up, they're going to get tired, and we're going to see a third back. It's shocking that has not happened through this point in the season. You got to give the coaches credit, Coach Foster, Coach Kirkpatrick, Coach Houston, for the way they're using these guys and keeping them both fresh and healthy.
Yeah, and they look good. I mean, they look as fresh as they can possibly be. And as you said, Rajay, he's got a different style of running, and as Coach Foster said, he doesn't have the breakaway speed, but we saw him last year in the Navy game when he took away from everybody. So, I mean, he's got speed to burn.
Brian Bailey joining us. Bailey, how about that Saturday at Dowdy-Ficklin? It was a great lead-up to the game with the weather and homecoming and a lot of former Pirates here. You had Parmalee playing at halftime, and all we wanted, we knew the day would be great around the game, We just weren't sure if the game was going to go the way we wanted it to, and it turned out to be a perfect Saturday in Greenville as the Pirates responded from some negativity despite the win over Charleston Southern. They didn't play their best. They knew it. They weren't happy or satisfied with it. Came out and looked like the real deal on Saturday against the conference foe.
And it really started with Coach Houston. I mean, he was as animated as I've ever seen him on the sideline. And I think that maybe this team feeds off of that, and I think you'll see more of that. I remember the App State game, and I noticed, the coach was calm, cool, and collected. You remember the Hail Mary at the end of the half of the App State game, and, the ball probably was caught by somebody down there, and they called it a touchdown the field. I really thought that Coach Houston would really go off on it, and he really did, and he held himself together. But I think maybe this team needs, Coach Houston out there ranting and raving and getting in people's faces, and got the AD on the sideline getting penalties called, so everything went right.
Yeah, and we'll hear from the players coming up. Tyler Snead, DJ Ford at 4 o'clock, Xavier Smith, Bruce Bivens at around 4:20, Holden Ahlers at 5, CJ Johnson at 5:30. And the ones we've talked to thus far, we'll go live with CJ later, but they said that the last week of practice, Coach Houston gave it to them pretty good. Xavier said they went over all the unsportsmanlike conduct penalties and said, this crap isn't good enough, and they were able to clean that up. So credit to Coach Houston for calling it out and for coaching them up, and credit to the players for going with the plan, executing, and it led to a 52-29 victory on Saturday.
Yeah, and I said it before, but I'll say it again. If you win that game over Charleston Southern and you win rather easily, maybe you don't get that win over Tulane because obviously something changed.
You said that going into the game, Bailey. I'll give you some credit on that one. You're right. If they cruise over that one, I don't know if we get that inspired performance on Saturday.
And I think now they've seen that it takes that inspiration, it takes that kind of work, takes that kind of work ethic, to have an outing like that. And I don't think they're going to slack off at all this week.
Got an early look at UCF today with our old buddy Zach Maskovich, formerly of WNCT Channel 9, and I'll talk to Zach later on this show, later in the week, Bailey. But UCF, if East Carolina is trending up, you could certainly say UCF is trending down, at least for now. Dylan Gabriel out, so they have a new quarterback in. They've lost 2 games, and we're really upset that Navy looked awful the first month of the season, and they are able to knock off UCF on Saturday, and right now they got a lot of questions to answer going into this ECU game.
Yeah, as Zach was saying, they've got an injury at running back that's key. They got an injury at wide receiver that's key. So, and we've always said you can look at this thing on paper to start the year, but football's a game of, changes that happen during the season. And these injuries, we see it in the NFL every week. The teams that stay healthy are usually the teams that have the most success, and the same thing on the college ranks.
Brian Bailey joining us. Bailey, it's Victory Monday for the Pirates, for my Washington football team, and your Dallas Cowboys knocking off the Carolina Panthers yesterday. And the offense continues to play well for Dallas, but I'm concerned by a couple things as a Washington fan. That Monday night game, they really got Zeke cranked up against the Eagles. If you can combine the running game and the passing game, the Cowboys are almost unstoppable on offense. And then you look at the defensive side. You thought they'd be better this year. So far through 4 weeks of the season, you would be correct on that, Bailey. They have looked like a different team on the defensive side. They're the overwhelming favorite right now in the East, in my opinion. I said it on Monday night last week that I think Dallas wins it by 4 plus games. Now, still a lot of football left to go, but that's how I feel about it right now, unfortunately.
I don't like all you boys acting like you're jumping on the Cowboy bandwagon. I got a little present for you, though.
What you got? What are you talking about?
You like that?
I didn't hear anything.
Oh, you didn't hear it?
No.
Oh. Maybe it's not as loud as I thought it was. It's pretty loud in here. Wait a minute. You didn't hear anything at all? No. I guess the speakers don't pick up as loud as I thought they did. You can't hear that at all?
Hit it again.
We can't hear that one because now it's not playing.
What are you doing, old man?
But, no, it's no old man to it. I can hear it fine. You don't have any ears on.
Okay, yeah, this is my fault that there's complete silence on the other line. Okay. All right. Maybe next time, Bailey. I can't figure out what you're doing right now.
I gotta work on it. It was just one of the plays in the game. I don't know why you can't hear it.
Sorry. And I'm not hopping on any bandwagons. I'm saying your team is good, and that's a fact right now.
Yeah, you're setting this up. You're setting this up so the Washington Football Renegades, Red Wolves, Brigade, Presidents, what the heck they are going to come through, and then you'll be putting that up. You'll be sending out tweets saying we're in first place, and you'll be like, yeah, I can't stand it. But anyway,
you're just like, I shouldn't go that route. But you're like making up a hypothetical situation to be angry about that's not even happening right now, Bailey. I hate when people do that.
Yeah, I saw those tweets after that first game.
Look, I still want Jack Del Rio fired.
Sure. I laughed my tail.
They got it done. We were talking about it briefly on the Brian Bailey show. And Bailey, we are not scouts or, quarterback talent evaluators, but we both agree that Taylor Heineke has something that we can't really describe, and it's not pretty. And you even said on your show, I'm not even sure he's a good quarterback, but he's got that it factor. And to top that, I said, if he keeps making fluke plays every week, when does it not become a fluke? It's kind of weird, but
I didn't realize, what was it, 8 months ago, he was a backup quarterback in the
XFL, is that what they said?
In a league that doesn't even exist anymore.
Yeah, weird stuff.
That is weird, but he's playing well. I think he's a good. I don't know if he's a good quarterback. I think he's doing some really good things.
The NFL has scripted the year perfectly. It's almost like they have a writer's room, Bailey, because another great primetime game last night. Tom Brady knocks off New England, and I love the matchup tonight between the Chargers and the Raiders. These primetime games have been awesome this year.
They have been. Those Sunday night games, as the older I get, you're right. I am old. I go to sleep. I'll wake up about 2 minutes ago in the fourth quarter and get the end of it.
There you go. Well, you've been seeing some good finishes then. Bailey, we'll talk a little high school before we let you go. Let me give a shout out to a team I don't talk about a lot around this area. The North Pitt Panthers having a good football season this year, Bailey.
They really have had a great year. So the only loss is to New Bern. And we all know how good New Bern is, just ask South Central.
Oh, my goodness.
Because New Bern had South Central 69-0 at a half the other night. So, yeah, and North Pitt, I think they lost that game. I think it was somewhere in the neighborhood of 45-14 or something like that. But, they stayed on the field with them, for a little while. But since then, they've been undefeated, and they played really well. I thought Southwest Edgecombe, who had a team that started off slowly but was playing some better football, but North Pitt handled them, easily, and they may be the favorites in that league now.
Got another touchdown Friday coming up this Friday, Bailey, as we are into conference season and kind of, teams are jockeying for position now, starting to think about the playoffs. And I guess Conley a little bit behind the eight ball. Rose got off to a rough start, but they've been playing well, right?
Yeah, but I'm telling you, that league is so difficult. And we talked about it before the year that maybe the conference champ might have a loss or two, and that's what it's looking like. Because I don't see... Rose beat Jacksonville. Jacksonville beat New Bern. Havelock's got, an L. I mean, I think it's just going to be hard for any of those teams, to win on a Friday. Every Friday night's going to be really difficult. And then if you're a Conley or a South Central trying to scrap your way, up into the upper echelon, I mean, it's really difficult.
Brian Bailey joining us on the Fixed NC Live Line. If you missed it earlier today, check it out at 6 o'clock, The Brian Bailey Show, where he talked to ECU running backs coach Chris Foster and also Zach Maskovich to take an early look at UCF. Bailey, appreciate your time today. Sorry about your, the issues you had over there. I really wish I could hear your sound effect, but I can't, so.
I can't understand it because the speaker's right there, but I'll have to work on it.
All right, thanks.
I can replay it for you. Dak Prescott back to pass, got him, man, touchdown, Cowboys.
That is gross. Bailey, thank you, man.
All right, man. See you later.
BB, Brian Bailey joining us on the Fixed NC Live Line. Let's take a timeout. We'll come back. We will close out the hour with part one of our NFL recap. We'll go through the games and talk about who made the plays and who got the wins on Sunday when we return on Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
When your family gathers around a shakaroni from Papa John's, you're sharing more than extra cheese and pepperoni. You're sharing scholarships, meals, and laughter. because $1 from every Shaq-a-Roni goes to charity. That's pizza with a purpose.
Hey, Pirate fans, the Shaq-a-Roni pizza is back, and only for $13. Plus $1 from every purchase goes to charity. The Shaq-a-Roni is an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, the official pizza of the ECU Pirates.
There's no better time to drive away with a quality pre-owned car, truck, or SUV from Greenville Auto World. Greenville Auto World is your authorized rough country dealer. We specialize in lift and leveling kits along with custom wheel packages. Whether you're looking for ground clearance or enhancing the appearance of your vehicle, trust our team for your off-road experience. Greenville Auto World, 3840 South Charles Boulevard across from Hardee's at Bell's Fork, or online at greenvilleautowworld.net.
Well, the secret is out. CD's Grill has the best breakfast in Greenville. Start your day with a made-to-order breakfast Monday through Saturday at CD's Grill. Plus, you can enjoy lunch Monday through Friday. And their lunch specials are always a huge hit. Monday, it's barbecue chicken. Tuesday, pork tenderloin and gravy. Wednesday, chicken and pastry. Thursday, barbecue pork chops. And Friday, it's spaghetti. CD's Grill on Fire Tower Road in Winterville, near Evans Street. Stop by CD's Grill for the best country cooking around.
How much does the word reliable mean? Sure, all businesses describe themselves as reliable, and we certainly wouldn't expect any business to be unreliable, but when you take a word like reliable and make it your way of life, the entire core of your business, it tends to mean a little more. And it's something you have to show people, not tell them. At Delcor, we show it by being there the same day you call. We show it by simply doing outstanding work with exceptional products, a family-oriented work ethic, and genuine caring for all of our neighbors throughout Eastern NC, because in a time of need, we know the first and the only thing you need is someone you can count on. That's why we only use equipment you can count on too, like a train comfort system. It's hard to stop a train. Delcor can have a new train comfort system installed in no time, or we can provide an AC tune-up to make sure your system is performing well. So will your system keep you cool all summer? Find out. Call us. We're Delcor, the service professionals. Reliable for over 4 decades. Visit DelcorInc.com today.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is the home of the best margaritas. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Tuesday for the Gulp of Mexico, a huge 46-ounce lime margarita for only $6.99. On Thursdays, relax and enjoy half-price pitchers of Chico's house margaritas. Choose from lime, strawberry, blood orange, raspberry, or peach.
For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's in downtown Greenville, and now available through DoorDash, featuring a half-gallon of the famous margarita mix to go for only $9.99. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
This is Mark Washington with Max Sports Performance at Max Fitness. Our facility has reopened and is following all safety protocols. The best thing you can do to strengthen your immune system is, of course, to work out and exercise on a regular basis. I can assist you as your performance coach. You can also enjoy the benefits of a private facility. Avoid the crowds and work out at Max Fitness. Now is the time to get healthy. Max Fitness, just off Highway 43 in the old Ace Hardware building behind Speedway in Greenville. Call me, Mark Washington, 902-4877.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
This is Coach Donnie Kirkpatrick, offense coordinator for ECU football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now let's head back in to the, almost did it. PRL. Here's Clip Rock.
Ah, were you going Bud Light pregame tailgate?
I almost said it.
Still got a few days away from that. Coming up on Saturday, 2 o'clock, as we'll get you ready for East Carolina and UCF. An update at Talladega. There was another crash. No surprise there. And then the rain started again, and Bubba Wallace is in the lead. And right now there is a red flag for rain. So the drivers are getting out of their cars, and if there are no lights at Talladega, so if it rains long enough, Bubba Wallace could get his first victory. As somebody who needs Ryan Blaney to do well, I'm hoping they can continue this race. But that's what's going on right now, with Wallace in the lead, followed by Keselowski, Logano, Kurt Busch, and Christopher Bell, the top 5. All right, let's do our NFL recap. Before we do that, let's do a Chandler Honeycutt recap. Chandler, you were in a wedding on Saturday. Let's talk good wedding. You enjoy it?
Yeah, it was a beautiful wedding. It was down there in
What a beautiful wedding.
What a beautiful night. But no, it was a gorgeous wedding down in Wilmington at Arley Gardens. My buddy Griffin, my best friend from high school, got married to his the love of his life, and was able to be a part of that wedding. And I'm not going to lie, I cried up there.
Oh, that's you saw your buddy get married?
Well, I saw him crying, and then I saw him crying.
Yeah, the old I understand that. How did the Bruno Mars shoes do you throughout Saturday and throughout, I'm assuming, was there a reception?
Yes, there was a reception. Dancing.
How'd the shoes do?
My feet were hurting, buddy. My feet were hurting really, really bad.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they look good. Everybody looked good in their suits and their Bruno Mars shoes. But after about 8 hours of wearing them, I was ready to take them off.
Let's talk food situation. What was the food situation at the reception?
A little steak tenderloin, mashed potatoes, stuff like that.
I like
String
that.
beans, yeah.
And how much sports were you able to follow on Saturday? How much ECU were you able to follow?
I was able to watch the Holton Ahlers quarterback keeper for the touchdown to, I think, go up 17-0. I was actually sitting there. We walked down this long ivory aisle, the groomsmen did, and while we were sitting there waiting for the wedding to start, I had the ESPN app on my phone. And I watched Holton Ahlers punch it in, and I kind of, like, under my breath was like, yes! And, like, all the other groomsmen looked at me and were like, hey, dude, what are you doing? I was like, ECU just scored. They're like, we're about to start this wedding. And I was like, all right.
Well, the wedding hadn't started.
And I was like, just hold on. I said, let me watch Owen Daffer make this extra point, and we'll go up 17-0, and I'll check the score afterwards. And that's what I did. And when I went to go check the score afterwards, I was like, wow, I think ECU was up 31-15. And then next thing I know, it was over. It was 52. But the Pirates put up 52 points. So I was very pleased to see that score.
Maybe you should be in a wedding every Saturday.
Maybe I should.
Maybe you should be Wedding Crasher.
If you're listening and know of a wedding going on this weekend, I will be glad to attend. I've got my shoes ready.
Time to bust out those Bruno Mars one more time.
Yeah, I'm ready to roll.
All right. Well, I'm glad everything went well there, Chandler. Let's look at NFL from week 4. And the football team gets it done with 21 second half points, 12 fourth quarter points. Taylor Heineke, 290 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 kind of miracle plays in the fourth quarter. One where he throws a 30-yard Hail Mary to Terry McLaurin that is probably going to get picked off 9 times out of 10. It was caught by Terry for a touchdown. And then a play breaks down on third down where Washington's driving for potentially a go-ahead field goal, but instead J.D. McKissick kind of leaks out. Defense loses him. Heineke throws across the field, hits him. He runs it in for a touchdown, and somehow, some way, Washington, who could really be 0-4 and maybe should be,
tiebreakers was going crazy,
are now 2-2. Just a wild play, a wild ending to that game. Although that is classic Falcons, right?
Oh, absolutely.
To lose that game,
the choke,
the way they did. I mean, they had that game won 7 different ways and ended up losing it. Washington 2-2, Falcons 1-3. The Bills, since losing to the Steelers week 1, have won 35-0.
Poor David Culley.
43-21 and 40-0.
Poor David Culley.
Can I do quick math quick enough? That's going to set you at 78 118. They have outscored opponents 118 or 108. 108 to 21 in the last 3 games.
I'm glad I picked up the Bills tight end, Knox.
Dawson Knox.
He had 2 touchdowns on the day, and it doesn't matter because I've lost for the 4th straight week in fantasy.
Sorry to hear that.
It's all right.
Bills are rolling. They're 3-1. Texans dropped to 1-3. Let me look at Davis Mills' numbers real quick. I heard at one point in the 4th quarter the Texans had 4 first downs. Davis Mills, 11 of 21, 87 yards, 4 interceptions. Jeez Louise. Nathan Peterman numbers there for Davis Mills. Bears pick up a win as they knock off the Lions 24-14. Justin Fields was had some really bad numbers last week. Finishes with 209 passing yards and an interception this week. The Bears were led by David Montgomery, who I believe suffered an injury in that game, but I don't think it's serious. He had 106 yards, 2 touchdowns. As the Chicago Bears go to 2-2, the Lions a tough luck 0-4 for Dan Campbell's crew.
Mooney from Tulane had 125 yards.
And I saw people saying he maybe a passing of the torch as he becomes the number 1 receiver. Allen Robinson seems like he's on the way out in Chicago. Cowboys 36, Panthers 28. Chandler, Panthers hung with the boys. They had a lead, at halftime? Yeah, they had a lead at halftime.
We had a lead at halftime, 14-13. It actually was 15-7 because they went for 2, and then they reversed the call and made it 13-7. Panthers were able to take the lead into halftime, and then the Cowboys just opened up the floodgates, and the Panthers didn't score another touchdown until late in the 4th quarter, and it was too late for the Panthers to come back. It was a good effort there at the end, but Panthers with the lead at halftime, and then it got away quick.
Sam Darnold, 301 yards, 2 touchdowns, had 1 rushing touchdown as well, right?
Had
2 rushing touchdowns, so he continues to pile up the points. Man, Ezekiel Elliott, 143 yards. Didn't realize he had that many yards.
I was telling Bailey the day before his show, I was like, we couldn't stop him all day. It seemed like he was getting at least 7-8 yards a pop.
Panthers go to 3-1. Cowboys at 3-1 in the NFC. Shirley's Dolphins lose again. They are 1-3. Colts go on the road and win that game. 2 touchdowns by Carson Wentz. And
cough up the ball.
It's about
Can't
time
score.
for the maybe Dolphins go a different direction at quarterback until Tua can get back. Jacoby Brissett had 199 yards, 2 touchdowns, but not going to be the answer there in Miami.
Well, all I have to say is it's not just they have to go to a different direction with the quarterback. They have to go a different direction with the whole dang team.
Okay.
That's just all I'm saying.
Go
back home.
Move them from Miami to St. Louis.
Yes.
Okay. There you go. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll have more of our NFL recap coming up at the end of hour number 2. But up next, it's time to go inside the Players Lounge for the first time on this Victory Monday. You'll hear what Tyler Snead and DJ Ford had to say when they dropped by the Pirate Radio studios earlier today. That's on the way when we return on a Victory Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live after this.
Hello folks, this is Jamie Lane with Carolina Hardscapes and Mulch. We believe that making memories with your family and friends is what life is all about. If you have a dream of having a backyard patio, fireplace, pool, walkways, fire pits, or more, then Carolina Hardscapes is the place to call at 364-1201. You can stop by our outdoor showroom on Fire Tower Road across from Bostic's Oak Furniture. At Carolina Hardscapes, we look forward to making your backyard the place to be. Find us on the web at carolinahardscapesandmulch.com.
Eastern North Carolina's choice for window tinting, signs, graphics, wraps, graphic design, and more is Signs and Tint. Signs and Tint is family owned and operated right here in Greenville, and their NC licensed electricians specialize in vehicle wraps, paint protection film, and more. They can even do building signs for your business. Signs and Tint offers 10% off for military and first responders. Also, make sure to mention Pirate Radio at checkout for a discount. Stop by their office today at 801 Staten Road or visit them online at signsandtint.com.
That's for you. Answer the call from patients who need plasma. Donations are down, so give plasma at a Grifols Center and receive compensation. Visit grifolsplasma.com. Gonna get that? Answer the call from patients who need plasma and receive up to $700 your first month when you donate at a Grifols Center. Visit grifolsplasma.com.
This is Dr. Phil Perdue with Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. My colleagues and I recognize how difficult this time is for everyone in our community. We continue to see patients during the week while taking precautions to keep everyone safe. Our extended care clinic is now open on Saturdays and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. so you can avoid the emergency department for your urgent orthopedic care. For more information, please contact us at 757-2663 or visit our website at orthoeast.com.
At US Cellular, we can help everyone stay connected for less. And less also means more, as in more choice. Right now, you choose any phone and we make it free. Plus, get unlimited data for $30 a month with 4 lines. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Hello, Pirate Nation. This is Jamie Cuccinella, inviting you and your family to come by Cuccinella's Pizzeria and Italian Ice. Cuccinella's has been serving our special family recipe New York-style pizza since 1932. We think you'll taste the difference in just one bite. When you come in for a pie, don't forget to try our house-made Italian Ice or gelato. We make small batches every day from scratch with all fresh ingredients. Cuccinella's on Old Tar Road across from Plant and Sea, Cuccinellas.com, and on Facebook and Instagram.
For years, Callie Ann Phelps has been singing about Phelps Chevrolet.
Phelps Chevrolet is the one for you. Low prices, service too. See the big dealer right away. Carolina's finest, Phelps Chevrolet.
And you'll agree with what Skylar Phelps has to say.
Nobody beats Phelps Chevrolet's ices. Nobody.
The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
Find new roads with Chevrolet. Then come find yours at Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville.
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure you have the best comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you on the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us on Greenville Boulevard in the public shopping center right near the stadium. Be sure to run with us on Facebook and Instagram. Fleet Feet, we run for you. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you have real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about this current real estate market, or do you need a property manager for rental houses? ECU alum Scott Harris with RE/MAX and SD Harris Properties can help answer every question you have and show you a stress-free real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. If you have real estate questions, Scott has answers. Call Scott Harris today at 347-1857. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip Barak.
Back with you on Pirate Radio Live here on a Victory Monday. We'll be back with you on the Bud Light pregame tailgate coming up Saturday, 2 o'clock, East Carolina and UCF going at it at 6 o'clock. And then after the game, the U.S. Sailor fifth quarter call-in show had a really fun show on Saturday night following the Pirates' victory over Tulane, and hoping for another fun one coming up this Saturday evening. Troy D alongside. What's up, Troy?
Hello, Clip. Had a little extra time. Figured I'd jump on early with you guys on such a positive time to be talking Pirate football.
Absolutely. Feels good to be in here after the third straight East Carolina win. A quick update on the Buccaneer Music Hall leaderboard. Right now, the rain has stopped the race in Talladega, which means if they call it, there are no lights there. So if it does rain for a little while, Bubba Wallace is going to get his first win. And Troy, then for our NASCAR pool, we have to look to see who's in second place.
Yeah, none of us have Bubba Wallace.
Correct.
Yeah.
But One of us does have Brad Keselowski. Do you know who that is?
I'm going to go with me.
Now, you are correct,
Yes.
sir. If they call this race.
Let's call it. Keep on raining. Purple rain, baby.
If they call it, Troy D gets a victory and Bubba Wallace
I've been
gets
on
his first
just
win.
like the Pirates, I've been on a hot streak the last few weeks.
I feel like you've won the last month on this thing. So
now I know how you felt last year.
Yeah, it is kind of a how the turntables, as Michael Scott would say on The Office, a switch here. But that's what's going on right now there in Talladega. Let's go inside the Players Lounge for the first time today. Coming up in a little bit, you'll hear from Xavier Smith and Bruce Bivens. Holton Ahlers coming up at 5 o'clock. CJ Johnson at 5:30. Right now, you'll hear from a Pirate wide receiver, Tyler Snead, and Pirate DB, DJ Ford, as they drop by the Pirate Radio studios earlier today. Let's hear that right now. Back with you inside the Players Lounge on a Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. We got Tyler Snead and DJ Ford here today. Gentlemen, 3 in a row. Feeling good. How you guys doing today?
Doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Doing great.
Doing great.
Good to see you. And DJ, hadn't talked to you in a while, so we'll start with you. Little win streak going here for the Pirates. How's everything feeling when you head back to practice on a Sunday after a 3-game win streak and a great performance on Saturday?
I mean, of course, it feels a lot better than the first two, you know. It's always promising whenever all your hard work pays off, you know what I'm saying? And it's just a lot more fun when you're winning. So
Tyler, last week a lot of the guys, Xavier, Rajay, Holton in particular, and maybe even yourself, talked about the lack of maybe focus and the buy-in going into the Charleston Southern game, where I don't know if you overlooked them, but you didn't take them as seriously as you should have. It looks like Mike Houston corrected that at practice, and you players did your part as well, because you guys came out of the gates red hot on Saturday against Tulane. So we'll start there. The preparation, is that due to the big performance on Saturday, the way you prepared for it during the week?
I think so, 100%. You know, he came in and he told us what we needed to do, and he wrote it on the board, laid it all out there. And, you know, it was a really physical week of practice. It was hard, but, you know, we play like that, and then everybody's fine with it, and everybody just wants to win at the end of the day.
DJ, another thing that was really cleaned up from the previous week to this week, no unsportsmanlike penalties, none of that stuff. I know that was an issue in the win over Charleston Southern, and I'll give credit to you guys. I mean, it looked like a different team on the field. You guys were celebrating, having fun, but none of the it wasn't as chippy, not as much talk, at least it seemed like on Saturday.
yes, sir. Much like our physicality was a point of emphasis in the week, and something that we talked about and addressed as a team. Coach Houston talked to us about those penalties, you know, and he pulled them up in front of the entire team and showed them to us and told us what was wrong, you know what I'm saying, what kind of things we could and couldn't do, whether it's celebrating or like the personal fouls after the penalty and things like that. And, you know, he showed us those, and he told us how it affects the team and how things like that can cause us to lose the ball game. So, of course, us guys, we bought into what he said, and we made sure we got those corrected.
DJ Ford, Tyler Snead here. DJ, a caller on our post-game show Saturday night, said, I can guarantee you one thing, Tulane is going to be feeling it on Sunday. You guys were hitting, flying around, swarming. How much fun was that defensive performance for you guys when you're flying around like that?
Oh, it was so much fun. Like, that's our brand of ball that we like to play. So, I mean, we were joking around saying that they probably had ice packs on, you know,
yeah,
morning,
no doubt.
No doubt it was a physical game. It was a lot of fun, and we played the game the way it's supposed to be played.
Tyler, your quarterback rating's taking a hit, incomplete pass on Saturday. Try to hear Rajay get the Pirate Radio Players Lounge connection. That one didn't work out, but had a good day receiving the ball. How about your game on Saturday? How do you feel you played?
I think we did good. I think we just played really well as a team. You know, Holton stepped up, played really good. Both the running backs did good, and then that O-line, I mean, they dominated up front all game. So I think it was just a great team win.
Another week, another Keaton Mitchell long run. In fact, he had 2 or 3 on Saturday, and that guy just continues to get in space, and it's over. DJ, can anybody on ECU's defense keep up with him in a foot race?
Oh, no.
Not even a thought, no?
No.
It's over.
Whenever Keaton gets loose, you might as well just chalk it up. He's getting in the end zone. There's nobody catching him. I don't think there's anyone in the country that will catch Keaton from behind. You know what I'm saying? That guy is fast.
And it's a great mix, too, right, Tyler, with Rajay and Keaton. Rajay had 70 tough yards. He found the end zone. Keaton getting loose for over 200 on those long runs. You guys have a heck of a balance. And, again, you mentioned it. That kind of starts with the offensive line and what they're able to do.
Yes, sir. Yeah, no, they played great. but yeah, both those backs are special. You know, those two are gonna go somewhere. They're gonna do big things, and yeah, I'm excited to see what they bring.
Saw not a new weapon, but kind of a breakout day for Ryan Jones. 6 catches, 58 yards, called the touchdown for Mason Garcia. Just adds another element to this offense with you, Tyler, and CJ and Audie. But Ryan Jones, what we saw it on Saturday, but what should we know about him as a weapon on this team?
No, I mean that's how he is every day in practice. You know, he comes to work and he balls out in practice, and so he got the opportunity this Saturday and he took it and ran with it. So no, I mean, I'm excited for what he has to come the rest of the year, but definitely be on the lookout for him. He's special too.
Tyler, the offense, 4 fourth down conversions on Saturday. We talked about it with Holton. That's got to give you players confidence that your coach believes in you, that you can convert. And then when you can convert 4 of them, you got to be feeling sky high at that point. So third down, still an issue. But who needs a third down conversion when you can get it on 4th, right?
Yeah, you know, you definitely want to get it on 3rd, but no, just the confidence that shows that he puts in his players and stuff like that. You know, that's huge for us. And then to go out there and convert it not once but 4 times, I mean, that's even bigger. And so I think that had a big part in our confidence and momentum for the day.
And Holden found you on a 4th down play for your long touchdown, and kind of in the middle of the field, Tyler. You stayed away from the sidelines. You had like 3 straight games with touchdowns called back, right?
Yeah, no, they've been telling me all week, don't run to the sideline this time. So I tried to stay away from it as best I could.
Great performance. 3rd quarter, Tulane outscored ECU 16-0. Other than that, you guys pretty much controlled the game, and it was good to see you take there. In the 4th quarter, got to a 1-possession game. You guys responded with a long touchdown drive. I think that's the one that ended on the Rajay Harris touchdown. So, DJ, when you see a team kind of creep back in, and then you put the foot kind of back on the throat there, that's a sign of a good football team. You guys were able to do that on Saturday.
Yes, sir. That's a great feeling. And honestly, we weren't worried about it at all in the game. You know what I'm saying? Whenever they started to creep back, we knew that we were going to do what we needed to do. They made a couple big plays here and there, and we made our adjustments and eliminated those. So,
couple of sacks and a whole lot of pressure on the quarterback on Saturday against Michael Pratt. And DJ, you mentioned it earlier, but it is even when you give up big plays every now and then, to be as aggressive as you guys are, as much as you blitz, it's got to be a fun defense to be a part of.
Oh yes, it's so much fun to be a part of that defense. The way we get after guys, we definitely rather be the attackers than the ones being attacked. So that's our brand of ball, and that's what we do.
The defense has that mindset, and on Saturday, Tyler, it seemed like the offense did. As many 4th downs as you went for, being aggressive, and you guys had an aggressive mindset, it looked like, on Saturday.
Yeah, and I love that. You know, I think we feed off each other. You know, we see the defense, you know, get lit like they do and play how they play. You know, offense eventually will feed off of it, and I think we did that Saturday. And so, yeah, it was just a great team game.
Yeah, complimentary football, team win, whatever you want to call it. You guys had it in all 3 phases there on Saturday. Big win on homecoming as East Carolina beats Tulane and now goes to 3-2. And I bring up these numbers a lot. I don't know how much you guys even look at this stuff, but you have a winning record this late in the season. First time ECU's had that since 2015. First 3-game winning streak since 2014. First one over Tulane since 2014. Like, do you care about any of that stuff? It's cool, but that's really not your focus, right? Yeah, not even care at all.
Just take it 1 week at a time, one game at a time. You know, obviously, you don't know the exact numbers, but you can know, like, I mean, at least as long as I've been here, we haven't beat Tulane. Right. So, you know, that's a good win to get. And now we're looking forward to UCF. I mean, I don't think we beat them since I've been here either. So I'm excited for this opportunity.
And, of course, DJ, in your first year, you didn't have any meetings with these guys prior, so everything's new for you, I guess. Yes, sir. Including a matchup against Central Florida. And boy, it's been a weird year in college football. We had a lot of top 10 teams lose on Saturday. Clemson already has 2 losses. Ohio State has lost. UCF has 2 losses. They were upset by Navy. We saw Temple beat Memphis. So, like, weird stuff is happening all over. And now you guys are right there in the mix in the AAC. A win over UCF would go a long way towards being at the top of the standings. So a lot at stake here, but also 1 week at a time. And as Tyler said, a lot of these guys are trying to beat UCF for the first time. So, and then you're one of those guys, DJ, getting your first crack at them.
Yes, sir.
What have you looked at their offense yet, or does that come later in the week?
So we actually start that today. we got the film up and everything. We'll do some film watching on our own today, like that, and things like that. And then tomorrow we'll hit the ground running for practice. So.
High-powered offense, but Dylan Gabriel, their quarterback, out with an injury. He got hurt in the Louisville game a couple of weeks ago, so they have a new quarterback in. How about defensively? First year Gus Malzahn, who's an offensive guy, Tyler, but I guess you'll take a look at the tape and see if they look any different defensively this year.
Yeah, no, they're still good. They still got some guys. It's UCF. They lost some key players last year, but guys have stepped up, and you see on film they can still play. So, no game is easy, but we're looking forward to this one. The opportunity it gives us, we think we got a good chance.
Getting back on the road, it went well for you last time in Marshall. We'll see what happens when you head to Orlando. Tyler, your Cowboys got a win yesterday. Looked good against the Panthers.
Yes, sir.
My team somehow snuck out of Atlanta with a win.
Yeah.
DJ, I can't remember. Do you have a team in the NFL? Or
Yeah. I'm a Steelers fan.
Nah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, we'll move on from that quickly. Rough times in Pittsburgh right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it all figured out.
The era of Ben's just about over, I think.
Down, yeah.
And I saw somebody came to me on Twitter yesterday talking about how bad they were. I was like, look, the Steelers have been good my entire football watching life. They're due for a decade of sadness. So no sympathy for me at all. I don't care at all. But we'll see what happens there. Well, gentlemen, good luck. We'll let you get back to your schooling. I don't know. What do you guys do on a day off?
Pretty much what you said, school, and watch film whenever we have time, treatment, things like that.
Keep the body right.
Yeah, you have to.
As it gets later in the season, Tyler, do you feel the same today as you did like the last week of August before you got playing, or do you feel it? You know what I'm saying?
Every time I've been here, I've never really got treatment. I've never really I felt sore, but not to the point where I need treatment. But this year is different. I'm feeling it a little more, and so I've been in the treatment a lot. But definitely towards the end of the season, it gets a little more. You start feeling it a little more with your legs, especially just getting heavier.
DJ, as far we're almost to the halfway point in the season. Are you feeling like you did in August, or are you starting to feel a little bit? How are you?
You start to feel it a little bit, but I mean, like Tyler said, you just get in the training room, get some treatment in. We have great staff. They work with us on whatever we need. If our legs are a little heavy, we have the boots and things like that. We have the dry needling, things like that. Or if you're a little banged up, heat pads, stem, all that good stuff. So
good deal. Well, looked like a fun celebration. We saw a clip of it in the locker room after the game. You boys were fired up.
Yes, sir.
And the Pirate fans were as well. We had a fun edition of the post-game show on Saturday night with people calling in and partying. So keep up the good work, guys, and we'll reconvene next Monday. Appreciate you joining us.
All right, thanks for having us.
Tyler Sneed and DJ Ford after a Pirate victory. Those guys feeling good, feeling a little bit of pain coming off some physical games, but even that feels better after a W, Troy D, as these guys have been able to put together 3 straight.
Yeah, no doubt. And a lot of positive energy, positive vibes coming out of this Pirate program right now. So hopefully, look, go down Orlando this weekend, kind of playing with a little bit of house money, I'd say at this point. Going down there as a big underdog, have really nothing to lose. But they play your best, and who knows, as we saw last week clip, UCF can be beat and can be upset.
Knocked off by Navy, who was looking really bad going into that game.
They got knocked off by Navy, yeah.
Knocked off by Navy.
Knocked off by, no, sorry, I misunderstood you.
Knocked off by Navy.
Correct, Clip Rock.
So,
and Navy was not looking very good.
Said that too.
Going into that game.
Thank you. Thank you for...
Easy for you to say.
If you just repeat what I say... We could have a pretty good hour here.
We could have a pretty good hour here.
Well, that ain't it. I mean, who does that?
Who would repeat what somebody says right after they say it, Chandler?
That is just the stupidest thing.
It is stupid.
That would never happen to
I am
to
guilty.
Chandler.
Listen, I thought this is where this program would be right now. At 3-2, I went out on the limb and said it when it was against the grain. A lot of people were down and out after the Charleston Southern game. I had a feeling.
Oh, that's why you're
that Sunday night.
And we're going to get to that.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I just feel, I really like where this team is right now.
We're going to get to that.
Yeah,
5 o'clock.
All right, I'll say. I'm not going to go too much.
All right.
Oh, I did have a request though by a number of people for the 5 o'clock hour.
Dusty.
Yeah, the call in its entirety. And we probably need to set up because, like, my kids heard that lot, and they're like, Dad, why is he talking like that? So I played them.
What are hard times?
Well, they don't know that, nor do they know Dusty Rhodes. But I played for them the legendary interview, the Hard Times interview, and then they're like, oh, okay, now we get that guy did sound pretty good.
It was great. Great call.
So
we'll have Dusty ready to go. I didn't know he was in New Bern these days.
I did not
thought he was no longer with us.
But one of my favorite calls, maybe to the fifth quarter. Do you have it in its entirety, or
we'll have it ready for
all right.
5 o'clock?
Perfect. I love it. I might want to lead the show with that. I'm so fired up about it.
Show started at 3.
I meant like 5 o'clock hour.
The show starts when Troy gets here. That is well established.
Well, that would have started 19 minutes ago. We should start the hour 3 with that.
All right, we will do that. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We will have Xavier Smith and Bruce Bivens inside the Players Lounge. A couple of hard hitters.
They were in such a good mood. I saw Bruce even smile today.
We saw some Bruce Bivens' teeth.
Yeah. I mean, that is how positive things are right now.
Yeah. Much easier to talk to Bruce when he's got that smile on his face.
Yes.
So we'll have Bruce and Xavier coming up when we return on Pirate Radio Live back inside the Players Lounge after this.
Why do I run? Is it because I'm driven? Because I love the challenge? God, no. I do it for the beer. If you're the kind of runner who does it for the beer, this summer you can get one on us with the Michelob Ultra Beer Run. Grab your run buddies and get out there because this summer there's beer at the finish line. Sign up at ultrabeerrun.com and trade your miles for beer.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates and ENC. Open 7 days a week. Plus, the Buck has live music every night, along with football. The Buck has a brand new 15-foot 4K screen, the only one in Greenville, and over 18 big screens with all your college and pro action. Sunday Fun Day will also be stocked with the biggest Bloody Mary and Mimosa bar, along with the NFL Sunday Ticket and food trucks out back. Check out the Buccaneer Music Hall. Open every day, noon until 2 a.m., with live music every night, and now football and food trucks during the day.
On Saturdays, your team needs you, your sofa needs you, and you need a Jersey Mike's sub. Get it all with free Saturday delivery when you order through the Jersey Mike's app. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. This Saturday, while you watch the game at home, we're watching the grill at Jersey Mike's. Order through the Jersey Mike's app for free delivery on Saturdays, unless you're going to miss hearing this. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Hello, this is Talbot Green with Angel Oak Home Loans. Now's the time to take advantage of the opportunity to buy more home or refinance your current mortgage at historically low rates. The combination of our local team's experience and Angel Oak's wide offerings of products from standard conventional, government, and portfolio loans has something for most financial situations. For more information, call Talbot Green, Joanne Weir, or Wanda Hager at 751-2060.
NMLS 1719250, Equal Housing Lender.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
The UPS store in Winterville is now open on Fire Tower Road, across from Marabella Pizza and beside Subway. Trust the UPS store in Winterville with pack and ship guarantee and same-day printing. When it comes to shipping, the UPS store in Winterville has everything you need in one place. The boxes, the packing material, and all the assistance along with on-site notary, passport photos, and business and printing service and freight. The UPS store, now open in Winterville 7 days a week. The UPS store in Winterville is your premier location. Go Pirates! Hey, this is Troy D, proud ECU grad from the class of '94. And if you know me, you know I love the 90s here at ECU. It was some of our glory days, including bowl games, the Peach Bowl, and even a March Madness appearance. Relive those days with my friends from Tailgate Classics. Tailgate Classics is a cool retro store with all types of merchandise, including the 90s ECU vintage tees and hats. Check out Tailgate Classics in person, 304 Evans Street, or online at shoptailgateclassics.com. Tailgate Classics, bringing back the throwbacks.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, pirates supporting pirates.
Pirate Radio.
Give us a chance. We're going to be different. We're going to play with a lot of fire and intensity, and we're not going to back down from anybody.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now back to the show.
Welcome back. Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation or building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner. Call them today at 919-292-5532 or visit them online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip Rock.
Back with you on a Victory Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. You'll hear from Holton Ahlers coming up at 5 o'clock, CJ Johnson at 5:30 as we'll go back inside the Players Lounge in hour number 3 of today's program, and we'll do that right now with a couple of Pirate linebackers as Xavier Smith and Bruce Bivens dropped by the Pirate Radio studios earlier on this Monday to talk about the victory over the Tulane Green Wave. Let's hear that right now. All right, back with you inside the Players Lounge on a Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Rock here with Xavier Smith and Bruce Bivens. Pirates coming off their third straight win. And, gentlemen, awesome performance on Saturday. Appreciate you being here again. How you guys doing today?
I'm doing good. Doing great.
Xavier, I heard you say, you're starting to feel it a little bit getting to this point in the season. We had a caller on the postgame show that said, I guarantee this, Tulane's going to be feeling it on Sunday. You guys were laying the wood, strong defensive performance, flying around. So, Xavier, when you look back at that one, how did you think you played and the defense played on Saturday?
I think the defense played great. We all did our job. We all flew around. There was mistakes made, but we covered that up with playing hard. And if you play hard, run, and hit, it covers up for a lot of mistakes that we have. And like any other week, it's important that we just see what we did wrong, see what's working for us, and then keep that going. It's a great team win. Forget about it after last night. On to the next week. And Bruce, if a guy was there to make the tackle, couldn't quite make it, there was 2 or 3 more Pirates to make the hit. You guys were swarming around, and just a great performance on defense. How about you? How do you think you guys played?
I think we played. I feel like we played great. We obviously have some things we need to work on. We could always improve on things, but I feel like we played up to our standard of football, like playing physical, swarming to the ball. So I feel like we play to our standard of football.
Xavier, I've heard you talk about the mental side of things, and from a football standpoint, and also you talked about getting away from football and making sure that the mental health was good. And Mike Houston last week was asked what's the most important thing for the team. This was on Wednesday between now and game day Saturday, and he said be mentally prepared for the game. So what all goes into that as a player? You do the workouts, you do the practice. Well, what about the mental side of it? How important is it, and how do you get your mind right for a big game on Saturday?
I think it's the most important piece because, obviously me and Bruce, we play a lot of football games here, and what comes with that is experience, and you see things throughout those years. And one thing that stuck with me is your mindset throughout everything. So if you put your mind to one thing, the biggest thing you have each week is what's on from the neck up. So and then I hear a lot of NFL players, people that I know, that's the most important they think is crucial to being a football player. And it's been working out for me. It's been making me practice better. It's making me take on things with a more positive attitude. And I don't know how to describe it. Just if you're mentally if you're mentally there, and
you have it in your mind like this is what I'm due, like no one's gonna stop me from doing this. I feel like it is really beneficial and translate to the field like 9 times out of 10.
Bruce, you hear players all the time say the game slows down once you become experienced at this point in your career. How much slower is it, than it was when you came in as a freshman out of high school?
I can remember when I first got here and I was trying to learn the plays and stuff like that. It was just going by so fast, but as time went on, I obviously adapted to the game and everything slowed down. Like I could diagnose plays here and there. Like we've been playing football our whole life, so it kind of go back to that whole mentality thing. Like you gotta have that mindset when you're playing. Like I've been playing football my whole life, so it's just a game.
You guys held Tulane to 124 rushing yards on 31 carries, so that's 4 yards a carry. And defensive coordinators today seem to say the same thing they said in like the 1950s. You got to stop the run. That's always the key. You guys did a great job of that on Saturday. How were you able to execute that, Xavier?
Just doing our job, running and hitting. We
running and hitting.
Like that's all we did. We just did our job. Trust the person beside you, and that's all you can do. Do your job. Trust your brother to do their job, and that's what we seen Saturday. And it was important for the defense because we seen the standard we can play. We talked about South Carolina game, how we are all clicking. We made mistakes, and then Charleston Southern we had a kind of a setback. So that was kind of like a wake up call, and like now we see when we're all doing our job. Trusting your brother to do your job. And just like go out there and compete, and we seen what we can do when we all do that. We're all on the same page. They had 120 rushing yards, but some of those rushing yards it was self-inflicted. Obviously we could have been better. So like, it's a still great defensive performance. So like, you still have to criticize yourself, be your biggest critic, and see what you can do better for the next week.
A lot more fun to learn from those after a big win like you guys had Saturday, I'm sure. And Bruce, those stopping the run leads to them throwing more, and that leads to you guys rushing, and that leads to interceptions. And we saw that on Saturday as well. Jaquan McMillan, that's all he does is get picks. Warren Saba's a guy that's been around a long time with you guys, and he's been good on special teams. He's been good in the secondary, and it was nice to see him make a play and get his name called because he's played a lot of football here.
Yeah, that's my roommate. Warren's definitely a underdog, but his presence is always felt on the field. He works hard. Just like during the summer, he'll motivate me to get up and work, like even though I don't want to do. So he definitely works super hard. And he deserves everything coming his way.
Yeah. And you guys are now seeing the wins come. That's 3 in a row, and you guys bust your tails. You have for years, but sometimes you don't get that result you want in a game. So how nice is it, Bruce? You've been around a long time. First 3-game winning streak, I guess, since you've been here to get the fruits of your labor, get a win with all that hard work you put in.
It feels real good to get what you worked for. Especially me being here for last 4 years or whatever. It just feel real good to have a winning streak and knowing that we got what we worked for. So hopefully we can keep that up and keep moving forward and growing off of that.
Yeah, Bruce Bivens here is appearance in the Players Lounge, brought to you by Greenville Auto World. Greenville Auto World is your home for awesome selection of late model cars and trucks, plus a full service department. If you need new tires or lift kit for your truck, they got you covered there too. Greenville Auto World on Highway 43 in Greenville. Bruce, they do some awesome work over there. Got a great selection of vehicles as well.
Yes, whatever you need as far as like your vehicle. If you know anyone that need a car, you need some work done, go to Greenville Auto World. Tim will definitely take care of you. He's probably one of the best in the business. His business is great. He's probably the best in Greenville. So go visit Greenville Auto World.
Yeah, you want to trust your precious vehicle with good people, and Tim's certainly a good person, and we'll get you taken care of. Got Bruce Bivens, Xavier Smith here in the Pirate Radio studios. You guys will now get ready for UCF, high-powered offense, another road trip to Orlando. Have you started to, heck, you guys have seen them on the field quite a bit. Have you looked in, they got a new head coach, different quarterback with Dylan Gabriel out, so have you had a chance to look at them yet, Xavier?
Like every Monday, we take a deep dive into them on our Monday. So after we get out of here, we'll go watch a little bit of film. Obviously, like they have 3 different quarterbacks. Dylan Gabriel was like, he got his opportunity, made the most out of it. So this is a new quarterback. He brings something different to the table. So we just have to watch film on him. Like dating back to even like his high school film because he's a true freshman, and just see like what's his strengths and his weaknesses, and then see what we can do to get the great win on Saturday.
They got a good home field advantage there in Orlando, but talking to you guys, you like that, right? You like a crowd, and you're okay if they're against you too, right, Bruce?
Yeah, we like coming in as the underdogs. You know, underdogs always come out on top, so we're looking forward to doing that.
Great performance on Saturday, and one more thing about last week, Xavier, you mentioned it, that the preparation, the focus wasn't there as much as it needed to be for the team heading into Charleston Southern. Mike Houston, it looks like he corrected that, and kudos to you players. You guys certainly corrected that as well. How much, props do you give to your performance, the preparation that you had leading up to that game on Saturday?
I mean, it's all about how you practice, and then that translates to the field. We all seen it, like the coach just said, like Big John said, he talked to us after the game on Saturday. He said all the plays we made, you can see that translate from a play that we had in practice. And I truly believe that, we all took this game super serious. We all knew what we wanted to be, the defense we wanted to be, the team we wanted to be. So we just took that mentality and hopefully embrace the win, celebrate your wins, but also act like you've been there before. And I think that's important that we as leaders have to emphasize on the team, because we have a lot of young guys, and it's easy to just get a win and then kind of get not lazy, but
complacent.
Yeah, complacent, right, and feel like you're entitled to something. But it's important that we just harp on those guys. It's a new week. We've seen what we can do. We've seen how we practice. We have to do that each and every week if we want to be the team we want to say we want to be. Sorry.
Yeah, well said. Well, the Pirates are 3-2. You win this week, that'll be 4. Need 6 to get to a bowl. Now, I don't know how much you guys think about this or talk about this. It's 1 week at a time. But, Bruce, I know you want to get there. Is that something you think about, talk about during the week, or do you worry about that when it gets here?
I mean, of course. I mean, why not, shoot for the stars? Obviously, we want to go to a ball game and we want to win. So, we working towards that. Everything you do in your life should be headed towards your goals and your vision. Write the vision, make it plain. So, and that's what we're trying to do here.
Good stuff. Talking to Bruce Bivens and Xavier Smith today inside the Players Lounge. Thanks again, Greenville Auto World and Tim Sutton, for their support of Bruce Bivens and the Players Lounge right here on Pirate Radio. Gentlemen, have a good trip to Orlando. A great week of practice, and we'll rejoin you next Monday. Let's try to make it 4 in a row.
Sure. Appreciate it. Thank y'all.
Pirate linebackers Xavier Smith and Bruce Bivens inside the Players Lounge. Great to hear from those guys after a hard-hitting, great defensive performance on Saturday for East Carolina. And Bruce Bivens' appearance brought to you by the fine folks at Greenville Auto World on Highway 43 in Greenville. Thanks to Tim Sutton and his support for that. And Troy D, the defense was hidden on Saturday. You were talking to the guys when they were in here earlier about the Tulane players that were feeling it there at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium.
Yeah, they put a hurting on their defense, and they hurt their defense, literally. I mean, how many guys were carried off the field? 3, 4? I lost track. But that was a hard-hitting game by our defense. Probably one of the best performances I've seen by this defense in a long time. And it was impressive, and if they bring that type of intensity every game, there's no telling what could happen.
Troy, the race goes final in Talladega. Bubba Wallace getting his first career victory as in a rain-shortened race.
Is this a Buck scoreboard alert?
This is a Buck leaderboard report, and Bubba Wallace with the win. Redbeard is following us and watching the race, and he says Big Ed Watkins in victory lane. He was the gas man, according to the broadcast.
Nice.
For the 23 team today.
We do have it on here in the studio. I will be looking.
So maybe we'll see him up here.
I'll shoot him a text and congratulate him. This is awesome. Now, we were joking that, it looks like they could have continued this thing. It's not raining there now. They still got 3 more hours of daylight. Is this one of these deals where NASCAR wants to have Bubba Wallace as a winner?
Now, when has NASCAR ever done something like this before?
Is it? I was like, this is getting a little more scripted than professional wrestling.
I saw right when they.
But I'll take it because I've got the
the second place finisher,
Yeah.
Brad Keselowski.
Yeah.
I saw, and boy, NASCAR fans are all over this too. Right when it went to rain and they said they're going to dry the track and keep racing, I saw a lot of replies on Twitter like, well, they would have called it if Chase Elliott was like. NASCAR fans have their own conspiracies about every little thing. They did give it a little bit of time. There is some sunlight in the camera shot here.
Yeah.
But they're calling it, and Bubba Wallace is going to pick up the win today.
First major victory for him.
Yeah, at the Cup Series. So congratulations to the 23 team. I guess that's the first victory since Jordan's been involved too, and Denny Hamlin with that team. So let's get a break in. We'll come back. We will have part 2 of our NFL recap from Sunday. We'll do that to close out the hour, and then more player interviews. We'll go back inside the Players Lounge with Holden Ahlers at 5 o'clock, CJ Johnson at 5:30, and have a lot more for you. We'll also open up the booty bag on a Monday here on Pirate Radio Live. More to go after this.
Another awesome dining experience is coming soon to Uptown Greenville. The Sidebar, a Tex-Mex fusion restaurant, will offer lunch, dinner, and weekend brunch. Located at 707 Dickinson Avenue, right beside the DAP House, the Sidebar will have indoor dining and patio seating for everyone to enjoy. For the latest information on the grand opening, menu items, and more, follow the Sidebar on Facebook or on Instagram at sidebar.greenville.
UBE and PirateWear.com is excited to offer Pirate Nation the largest selection of new ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates in to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kid store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking uptown in Greenville. Visit them at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Pirate fans, get ready for a winning season and team up with Quality Equipment, your local John Deere dealer and proud sponsor of the ECU Pirates. When you do business with us, you'll get things done right. We're proud to offer a large selection of new and used John Deere equipment, a fully stocked parts department, and a highly trained staff who is here to support you throughout the life of your equipment. So get quality done right before every ECU game day and visit QualityEquip.com.
Have you been waiting to try CBD? ENS Hemp on Fire Tower Road in Greenville is the area leader in CBD. We want to educate you on how our products work with your endocannabinoid system. These products are all natural and non-addictive. ENS offers a variety of products to meet your needs. Tinctures, edibles, topicals, and even smokable items. Customer feedback indicates relief from stress, anxiety, fatigue, pain, and PTSD, just to name a few. ENS Hemp is located on Fire Tower Road. Also, check us out on our Instagram and Facebook pages.
Burgers, wings, hand-cut, hand-breaded chicken tenders, fresh salads, and cold beer is the starting lineup at Tiebreakers and has been keeping customers happy for 20 years. Tiebreakers family atmosphere is the perfect place to come watch your favorite team play while enjoying a great lunch or dinner. In a hurry or looking for catering options? Get Tiebreakers to go. That now includes the new curbside pickup by ordering online at tiebreakersnc.com. Tiebreakers.
Come and explore great shopping in downtown Washington at Naughty Life. Hi, this is Gina from Naughty Life, and new fall merchandise is arriving every day, featuring all the new Yeti products, like the loadout buckets and waterproof dry duffel bags. We have new fall clothes for men, women, and children. At Naughty Life, we have something perfect for any occasion, like new jewelry and a great selection of sunglasses from Costa, Reflect, and RCI. Visit Naughty Life on Main Street in historic downtown Washington, and like us on Instagram and Facebook.
Hey Pirates, this is Holden Ahlers. A big part of my success on the field is what I eat at home. To keep my body filled up, I order meals off a Clean Eats meal plan. I choose the meals I want from 6 different meals offered each week, and I pick them up on Sunday or Monday at the cafe on Red Banks Road. Each meal is packed with the perfect mix of healthy proteins, carbs, and veggies to keep my engine running at full speed. Go to CleanEats.com, click on meal plans, or stop by the cafe and get all the info. Clean Eats and the Pirates, a winning combination.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Are you starting to plan your holiday travel for this year? Book today on American Airlines at PGV and enjoy the friendly convenience of flying from your local airport. American Airlines and PGV. Book today at AA.com. PGV, where the pirates fly.
Pirate Radio is the voice of the Pirate Nation.
This hour of PRL is brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now back to the show.
Welcome back. Greenville Utilities Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their utility costs, and you can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation, and GUC matches all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip Rock.
Back with you, hour number 2. Is that your guy there, Troy? You're sure that's him?
Big Ed?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That's Big Ed. His beard's a little longer. Take a picture of him. Yeah.
Honestly, it's a compliment. He looks, he's been in the game for a long time.
Yeah,
he's looking, he's looking young, is what I was thinking.
You think so?
I do.
That's Big Ed right there. He looks good.
And he's a big dude because Bubba Wallace is standing in front of me. You can still see Big Ed.
Hold on a second. I think it is big. I do think it is big. Well, Big Ed's put on a few LBs then.
You're the one saying it's
hold
him.
on. I'm trying to see if this says Watkins on his thing. That's him. I just think he's put on a few pounds. It is a bigger Big Ed. Big Ed's even bigger than he was.
All right.
That's Big Ed. I sent him a congratulations text earlier.
Okay, we'll see if he sends it back and says that's not me or thank you.
No, I think it's him. I just think it's definitely him.
Okay.
Yeah, that's great to see. I'm 99% sure that is Big Ed.
Wait, call him and see if he answers the phone live.
Well, I don't think he's on the
but see if he checks it.
I don't think he has his phone on him at the race, does he? Like he probably has it in the truck.
That's the test. That's the live test. Well, they're going away from the broadcast now.
All right, you think should I buzz him right now? Put on speaker, see if he answers.
Well, we were just saying while he's
there,
like on TV. But yeah, you can still do it. It was a joke, Troy. You got to keep up.
I'll just see if he answers right now.
All right. We'll see.
Let's put it on speaker, see if he says anything. Maybe he can do it now that he's off the podium.
We had reports that he was the gas man for the 23 today.
We believe Big Ed Watkins was on the winning team for NASCAR. Once again, this guy's kind of the Tom Brady of the pit road.
There's the analogy we were looking for.
Great pirate, by the way, for you younger pirates.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
You leave a message?
Yeah, let's leave him a message. You want to join in?
You can.
All right, I don't want to say what. I want to put the number out.
Oh yeah.
Dude. You have finished recording.
All right,
good call there, Troy. That was a pro move.
Big Ed does it again. Congratulations, a champion. Live on the air with you, Troy D. Clip Brock.
Congratulations, Big Ed.
We're 99% sure that was you. We just want to confirm.
Troy's 100%. I'm 52% sure. Great win with the 23, though, today.
Yeah, so call us back or just text me and let me know, and we'll report back to Pirate Nation. Keep up the good work, brother.
Thank you. Chandler Harrell sending us the team event rosters and says it is him.
Yeah.
So
when
there we go.
The side view, as I said, I think he's put on a few LBs, which made it threw you off a little bit. But that is Big Ed Watkins. I saw it in his eyes. I could see it in his eyes.
It's in the eyes.
His eyes were unchanged.
So thank you, Chandler, for sending us that on Twitter. It is indeed Ed Watkins picking up the win today as a gas man.
That's definitely it. And his beard. Now, I will say what I think was throwing you off. The beard is longer than it normally is, so it gave him a different look.
He looks a little different than the last time I saw him.
Correct. He usually has a very close, almost like 5 o'clock shadow, and this beard had like a long, kind of almost pointy hook to it. You know.
All right, we got it.
Yeah. For those listening on radio that couldn't see what we're talking about, I was just trying to paint the picture clip.
Let's continue on our Week 4 NFL recap. We'll get back to the Players Lounge coming up at 5 o'clock. The Cleveland Browns are 3-1, a bit of a boring defensive game in Minnesota, 14-7. The Browns victorious, and right now, one of the front runners there in that AFC North. Also yesterday, I called it on Friday. Chandler, did you listen to our Friday picks? You're not a part of the picks until you get back. So do you listen to that segment anymore?
Here and there. I listened to about 20% of it.
My call of the weekend was the New York Giants, not just plus the points, but I took the Giants outright.
Brock's lock of the week?
And it did hit.
Wow.
As the Giants beat the Saints 27-21 in overtime, their first win of the year. The Saints fall to 2-2. I did not call the Jets beating the Titans in overtime, but the New York Jets get their first win of the year as the Titans were without A.J. Brown and Julio Jones, and they fell. Derrick Henry at 157 yards was not enough as the Jets pick up a win. Chiefs blow out the Eagles in Philadelphia 42-30. That score. The Cardinals beat the Rams. How surprised were you to see the Rams a week after looking like the best team in the NFL when they knocked off the Bucs? Cardinals go in there, put up 37 points. They're 4-0.
Wow. I need to go back because I did send you picks thinking that I was still a part of this.
Nope, you're not.
And then I was heartbroken quickly.
That was a decision brought up by Glenn Griffin, and I co-signed on it.
And that's fine. I'm totally fine with that. But
if you're not here, you're not a part of the picks.
Absolutely. I took the Rams in my non-existent picks.
Your picks that don't matter. The Cardinals knocking off the Rams yesterday 37-20. It was the Seahawks bouncing back with the win on the road at the 49ers. Big day for Russell Wilson. His 3 touchdowns beat the 49ers. Igos Broncos have lost for the first time in 2021. Ravens 23, Broncos 7. A bit of drama at the end of that game as the Ravens, I guess, have a record of 100-yard rushing games consecutively. So they ran a play instead of taking a knee at the end to get to 102 rushing yards. Today, Broncos coach Vic Fangio said it was BS, and he was not surprised because that's how Jim Harbaugh runs the operation in Baltimore.
Oh.
I didn't know that there was that much drama between those two.
So he's never seen it before.
Dodge the bullets because shots have been fired.
Who? What?
Didn't he say he's never seen anything like that before?
Yeah, and it was BS, but he said he was not surprised because that's how Baltimore, runs their operation, calling them Bush League or whatever. So if they meet in the playoffs, that could be interesting, but I don't know if Denver will win enough to get into the playoffs this year. The Ravens are 3-1. Packers beat the Steelers 27-17. It is it's time to hang it up if you're Big Ben. They look really bad on offense.
How old is Big Ben?
Big Ben, he came into the league with Eli Manning and Phillip Rivers, who are retired now.
40-something. Is he 41?
He is 39. He will be 40 in March. And about time for him to hang it up, Troy D.
Though Brady wants to play now, he said, till he's 50.
Tom Brady, it doesn't matter how old he is. He continues to get it done. Wasn't great last night, but it was good enough.
Terrible conditions.
Raining conditions. Mac Jones looked pretty good.
He did.
275, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Had an interception. And I tell you, I didn't care that much about the drama side of it. I was more watching to see, could Belichick stop the Bucs and Tom Brady? And for the most part, the answer was yes. Their defense did a good job against Tom Brady and the Bucs.
Where me and you differ, I was watching exclusively for the drama part.
If you didn't know any better, you would have thought the Super Bowl was being played in October. You would have thought the Super Bowl was last night because the
build-up and everything.
The build-up, the pregame, everything.
Well, they definitely maximized it and juiced it for all it was worth.
I'm glad it turned out to be a good game, or I would not have stuck around for it. So at the end of the game, by the way, Nick Folk misses a field goal. Lot of criticism on Belichick there for kicking a 50-some yard field goal
In the
in
rain.
bad weather instead of going for it on 4th and 3. Because even if you make that field goal, Tom Brady still has 57 seconds and 2 timeouts to work with.
Which would have been a great storyline.
Maybe he was trying to set up that.
Yeah.
Maybe he wanted Brady to get the ball to see if he could stop him at the end of the game.
And if you remember at the beginning of the game, the Buccaneers kicker missed a chip shot. I mean, it was like an extra point, and it sailed wide right. So not
Ryan Suckup.
Yeah, not a good night for the kickers. Did something about Brady? Oh, for all the NBC was pumping it up pregame, they showed the Patriots run out to the field for the first time, but when it was time for the Buccaneers to run out, right before the game, they went to commercial. Did you notice that? They didn't even show that.
I did not. I saw the Brady.
That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see the Brady run out on the field. And find out what the reaction was going to be.
I saw the Brady. I saw it on social media. He came out and did his patented run across the field and do the fist pump in the end zone.
I heard they cheered him when he came out onto the field, but then booed him when he came out kind of onto the game.
Which I thought was a good move.
Yeah, kind of split the difference.
Like once the game starts, we're rooting against you, but we still love you, type of thing. So I think the fans did it right.
Yeah.
By the way, Redbeard saying McDonald's and DoorDash, I guess part of the 23 car paying off for
Bubba
Big
Wallace
Ed.
team. Yeah. I'm not saying you don't get a name being Big Ed by not being big, right?
Yeah.
They don't call him Big Ed.
Yeah. Big Ed is he might be Bigger Ed now.
His name is Bigger Ed.
I mean, I'm just, we all struggle as we get older.
All right, Troy, you always do this. You say, I'm not saying anything.
You didn't even recognize the guy, Clip.
You're right. And then for a split second, you were questioning yourself.
I get sold easily.
I was talking about his face.
I had a debate with Ellerbe over the weekend that I ended up being right on, but Ellerbe was making the case like, oh, here's my case, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, oh, maybe you're right. I look at it from both sides. I could easily be sold.
Okay.
I'm saying.
My point was.
So you started selling me that maybe it's not it. Why? I'm like, well,
I was not trying to do that. I was just wondering. I wanted
a salesman being easily sold.
I wanted to be accurate on the air, which you should appreciate.
Yes, I do appreciate that. And congratulations to Big Ed Watkins, a great friend of the station, great friend of mine.
All right, moving on.
Yeah. Hopefully he'll be here for the Thursday night game. A lot of times he's able to come down for those Thursday games.
That's right. We have one of those
guest of the station
coming up later on this month.
I love Big Ed.
And there's they're winding down the season, so if not that Thursday, hopefully postseason.
Boy, he brings his whole crew too. Boy, whew.
A lot of mouths to feed.
We better pack some extra pirate beverages that game.
A couple other notes on the Bucs-Patriots game. A very short hug between Belichick and Brady.
Looked long by the photo.
But reporters did make it clear that after the game, they apparently had like a 20-minute meeting and all that. Brady had a longer embrace with Josh McDaniels and his old teammates.
I think it was
game.
Josh McDaniels having a long embrace with Brady because I think he didn't want to let go. Like, come on,
I miss you,
please.
Was Brady doing like the pat? Like, all right, this hug's over.
Right, yeah, like
the hug is
the
over.
awkward.
Pat.
All right, okay.
Well, then you had the owner with a long conversation too beforehand, like
pre-game.
Yeah.
In the tunnel.
Yeah, they put that out there.
That.
The Patriots put that out there really quick.
Yeah.
But you got to figure those guys probably still talk and text back and forth, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't like the first time they've talked since he's left. This is just show business now for the cameras.
But we only see what happens right after the game. So, like, that's what we go off of. But you got to imagine, you're right, that these guys talk to each other. Yeah. So what they do right after the game is not a big deal anyway.
Right. I mean, it's
we make it make it into a big deal.
It's like we talk here, but then there's a whole life outside of here that you communicate and do stuff.
A lot of people got to know, is it Steve Belichick?
Yeah, you know what? That I believe so. And I took a picture of him because I thought, what a weirdo
he was
this guy
compared
is.
to Joe Dirt.
I was like, this guy.
He was compared to what's the movie where the guy gets the dart in the neck with Will Ferrell?
Oh, yeah.
Is that Old School?
Old School, yeah. Dude, you got a dart in your neck.
He looks like that guy.
Is this bad?
I don't know.
Well, I missed the part with the tongue that he did. I've seen that all over Twitter.
That was gross.
Yeah.
He had a lot happen.
He had some weird looks to him, and I'm like, and then I'm wondering, maybe this guy's on the spectrum.
Yeah,
he's. I mean, I'm being serious about that.
Well, I talked about it with Glenn earlier. He
doesn't seem right to me.
He's either off or he's doing like an Andy Kaufman type Borat type.
That could be
where he's playing a role.
Yeah, he knows he's on camera.
Because if not, he's got a mullet, weird faces.
Yeah,
He knows he's on. At one time, they were showing Belichick on the camera, and he came creeping up behind. And somebody said that the headphones he has on has the producer's mic in it instead of the team up at the top and stuff. Like the NBC's telling him where to be on the sidelines and the faces to make.
Steve, can you not be so weird on this national game, please?
And he's doing Gene Simmons
Steve, keep your tongue in your mouth for this game. Can you quit being so creepy, Steve?
I'm glad, good for him. His dad's Bill Belichick, because I don't know if he's employed by anything.
That's what I was thinking. My son asked me that. Tyler said, Dad, if this guy's not Bill Belichick's son, is he their, their defensive coordinator or offensive coordinator?
He's a defensive coach.
Yeah. I was going to look at his official title.
You got him making those
And I said, no, he probably's not. He's their Patriots outside linebackers coach.
Yeah, defensive coach.
You got him making those facial expressions, and he's got a dad that makes no facial expressions and goes.
He got all the personality.
Coach, what's going on with your son there?
It's on defensive matter.
You saw the same thing I saw.
Yeah. Speaking of what, coach of Tampa Bay, just went blank on his name.
Bruce Arians.
Bruce. What is he wearing? It looks like
the bomb.
Yes. Why? I don't see any other coach wear it like that or whatever it is. Do you?
If they give up more than 20 points in a quarter, it explodes. Then
like what? What is he wearing? It is like in this day and age of technology. How heavy is that thing? And why is he wearing it like a vest you'd see in like Iraq or something?
Other coaches are wearing it on their belt, I guess, or
it's just a weird look.
He wears it strapped across his chest like a suicide bomb.
Yes. And it's huge.
Yeah, every game.
It is just so distracting.
And it's out there in the rain.
That looks like it'd be a bigger problem. Like, I don't think I'd want it that close to my chest and could create a heart attack situation or something.
That's his
electrical
thing.
volt.
Steve Spurrier had a visor. This guy's got a bomb on his chest. That's his sideline apparel.
So that's going to be a great Halloween gag for somebody.
Oh yeah, the Bruce Arians.
He'd be easy to dress up as.
All right, Troy D, tonight to wrap up Week 4. Good matchup. We'll have it here on Pirate Radio. Raiders at Chargers. Raiders are 3-0. Chargers are 2-1. I say the Raiders lose their first game tonight. What do you think about Zay and the Raiders against the Chargers?
I think you might be right. It seems like Raiders are almost maybe believing their own headlines. I wonder if they're starting to get too hyped up about who they are.
You want to ask Coach Gruden about that real quick?
I would. I did see Zay Jones' dad here this week, and Robert Jones. It was good to see. Great to see Robert. But what's Coach Gruden? What do you think about tonight?
Yeah, man, I tell you what, man. Justin Herbert, man, I tell you, I looked at a lot of film. That's all I do, man. I don't even eat, man. The only thing I do is watch film, and I watch film on Justin Herbert, man, and I think he's going to throw it all over the yard, man.
What about
we're going to lose, man. What I'm saying is we're going to lose, man.
Okay, so a loss. So
I went to Dayton.
Okay.
I know my stuff.
All right, thanks, Coach Gruden.
We're all in agreement. Raiders lose tonight.
What are the Coach Smith? Real quick, we're going to take a break. But what are the keys tonight for the Raiders defense, Coach Rick Smith?
You want to take a guess?
I'm going to guess probably stop the pass.
No.
Oh.
Stop the pass. I think that's it, right?
No.
Contain the pass.
Stop the run.
And pass the ball.
Let's take Let's take a damn break. Y'all don't listen to it. Word I say.
Do we remind you of anyone?
You remind me of Josh Hawkins.
All right, let's take a timeout. We're playing the hits here today on Pirate Radio Live. When we return, we'll hear from Holden Ahlers inside the Players Lounge. Later on, CJ Johnson live on the Fixed NC Live line. It's all ahead on Pirate Radio Live, Hour 3. We're back with you after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Amanda Houston, and when it came time to make the game-winning play for relaxation at our house, I made the right call to Jamie Lang and Carolina Hardscapes. Jamie and his team built the backyard oasis of our dreams with a beautiful custom paver patio, outdoor lighting, and fireplace. Make your backyard incredible and call Carolina Hardscapes today at 364-1201 or visit their showroom on Fire Tower Road across from Bostic Suck. Go Pirates!
Tommy's Express Car Wash is the car wash Greenville is talking about. At the corner of Red Banks Road and Greenville Boulevard, this state-of-the-art wash will keep your car looking great. And now Tommy's has just launched its new 2.0 Tommy's Express app. And anyone who downloads the app now will receive 30 free days of washing with their top-of-the-line wash, the Works Wash. Download the Tommy's Express app now by going to your app store or visit them on location, open 7 days a week at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsey Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
There are times in our lives when we feel like we have hit rock bottom with nowhere to go, but that is actually when God is closest to us and building us into who we are meant to be. Hi, I'm Holton Ehlers, and that's how Built When Broken was formed. BuiltWhenBroken.com is an apparel brand to remind people not only where they come from, but also where they are going. Visit BuiltWhenBroken.com to get the latest BWB apparel, t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and more. BuiltWhenBroken.com, apparel for our walk through life.
University PC Care has been the Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006. Your office deserves a proactive tech support approach instead of always reacting to issues after the damage is done. You need BizCare. BizCare tech support and cybersecurity plans keep you ahead of potential issues and much safer from cyber threats like ransomware. What's at your office? Call William today to schedule your free BizCare consultation or learn more at universitypccare.com.
At West Park Motor Company, customer satisfaction is the #1 goal, while offering a wide range of cars, trucks, and SUVs at very competitive prices. West Park also offers financing, service, and is your local ARE camper shell dealer east of I-95. Outfit your truck with the best technology around with ARE camper shell at West Park Motor Company. West Park Motor Company with locations in Greenville and Washington, and proud courtesy car dealer for the Pirates for over a decade. Go Pirates!
Although innovative new resources such as digital media and social networks have grown in popularity, smart marketers recognize that printing is a mainstay.
We live in an age of computer hacking, scams, and fly-by-night businesses, so it's reassuring to consumers when they receive printed marketing pieces.
It exemplifies business confidence and conveys a high level of commitment.
It also fosters trust, which leads to engagement and ultimately brand loyalty.
When you're ready to grow your business, come to PIP, where business goes to grow.
It's bow time. We put a whole lot of love into a Bojangles sausage and egg biscuit bundle of joy. First, we coddle our fluffy scratch biscuits until they're softer than an only child. Then we shower sausage patties with bold seasoning and genuine compliments. And finally, we tuck that food baby into a warm blanket of fluffy egg. Get 2 sausage and egg biscuits for just $4. 'Cause if it's breakfast time, it's bow time.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Save lives, be a hero, and make $700 your very first month donating plasma at Grifols Biomat USA. It's the easiest way to make extra money. Start now at Biomat USA on 505 South Memorial Drive. Make up to $700 in a month and save lives now at Grifols Biomat USA. A better donor experience and better pay. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip Rock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Victory Monday, hour number 3. As we roll along, we've already heard from Tyler Sneed, DJ Ford, Xavier Smith, Bruce Bivens. We've got Holton Ehlers coming up in just a moment, and CJ Johnson later on this hour as they'll join us inside the Players Lounge as we talk about a Pirate victory over Tulane. And Troy D alongside. Troy, you have picked the Pirates to win outright. Every game ECU has been an underdog when the line came out. I use that clarifier because ECU was the favorite against South Carolina. That shifted to South Carolina being a favorite. Now I'm going to take away week 1 because that was Troy D buying into some offseason hype, being excited about week 1.
Yeah.
And you pick the Pirates. That's Troy D. We're used to that.
Yeah.
But this Troy D that has had these feelings on the road at Marshall as a double-digit dog, and here at home against Tulane, a team that's beat ECU 3 times in a row, a team that's favored in Greenville at Dowdy Ficklin Stadium. You picked the Pirates. You had a feeling there.
Yeah.
This is kind of a different Troy D.
It's weird, Clip. It's kind of like I almost feel like I've kind of, after that first game, I got that irrational exuberance out of my system.
Got
I've
that
kind of
out.
been the voice of reason in many ways. And I think back to when ECU was 0-2. App State, after the App State loss in South Carolina, and all this is on tape and people can go hear it. And there was a lot of doom and gloom. People were really down. And I remember coming on with you that Monday, Clip, and saying, look, I just don't feel that bad. I feel like ECU took South Carolina to the wire. I remember saying it took the Gamecocks to the last play of the game to beat ECU. And if this was a Pirate team a few years ago, 3-4 years ago, they would have got smoked by this Gamecock team. And I just said, there's a lot of football left in front of us. Let's take a deep breath, because I said if the Pirates beat Marshall, it's a game changer. It kind of changes the whole outlook of the season. And I felt that they would go up there and respond. Indeed, they did. And then they came back and they had what I call a ugly win against Charleston Southern. And then again, people were doom and gloom. It was and I was like, hey, look, take a deep breath, calm down. We're 2-2 in non-conference play. That's what everybody wanted going into the season. If they come back and they beat Tulane, you're 3-2, and anything's possible. And I felt they would do that, and they did. And then everybody's like fired up, man. I heard it on the 5th quarter, and look, I'm excited that people are excited. I'm excited myself, but let's tap the brakes. Let's tape it. Just like I said, let's take a deep breath when things weren't going good. Let's take a deep breath when things are going good. Let's calm down. We haven't gotten to a bowl yet. Let's not get overexcited. There's still a lot of football to be played. We're at the halfway point after this season, but I just want to tap the brakes a little bit. I don't want to go crazy. Go, oh, this is an 8-9 win season. Now, could it be? Possibly. Or could it be a 3-win season? Let's wait and see how the thing plays out. But right now, I really like how East Carolina is playing. I love the energy and the effort we saw last Saturday against Tulane. But I'm just saying, let's just focus one game at a time right now and not get ahead of ourselves. And who knows what could be in store. But I'm not ready to say, oh, this team has turned the corner just yet.
Wow. I'm not sure quite how to handle and talk to this Troy D. This is a different Troy D.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be reasonable.
Reasonable D.
Yeah.
Now the question is, I'm like Tyrone Biggums, the Chappelle Show character, kind of scratching. You got any more of them feelings? I need some more of them feelings, Troy.
I know I'd be disingenuous if I said I do right now,
and I don't want that. I need the genuine feeling.
I'm kind of, as I look into the crystal ball for this Saturday, it's hazy.
Okay.
It's blurry.
Is it purple hazy?
Well, I feel like I need to Friday to wait till I have I don't have a feeling.
You're
right
back
now.
on Friday?
Yeah.
Or
I do not have a feeling either way about this game right now.
Here's something else I like about this new Troy D. Usually you're a big save it for the show guy. Hey, I'll tell you Friday. I'm not ready. Last week, you put out your prediction on Sunday night.
I felt so strong about it. And a lot of people did not. A lot of people did not see that. Now, I will say this about the Pirates. I did think ECU would beat Tulane. I was stunned at how bad they beat, and bad by I mean good, how bad they beat these guys down. Like, even I don't think I saw it that.
You didn't have them scoring 52.
I did not. I thought they'd be victorious, but I'd be disingenuous if I said, oh, I saw that type of play coming. I remember saying I think it could go down to the wire of victory. But I give East Carolina credit. Finally, they put their, and now look, coming out of half, it was a little slow.
Another bad third quarter.
That could have derailed this team,
but
in the past. But they didn't let it get them down, and they got back on track, and they kept their foot on the gas. And that's what I like to see.
Point being, you don't have to wait till Friday. If you're on the way home tonight at a stoplight and it hits you, pull over, go ahead and put it out there.
All right, fair enough.
Whenever you're ready. I mean, yeah. Whenever it hits you, because
I think, man, if ECU could pull this off this weekend,
is this a could you imagine?
Could you imagine 4 straight wins? Could have been 5.
I know.
Should have been 5.
I try not to think about South Carolina.
Should have been 5-1 if the Pirates are victorious Saturday. Man, I mean, then it's a whole new ball game right there, my friends. But 4-2 could be looking pretty good too.
That would be super sweet halfway through the season.
This would be what I call a legitimate win. I don't care who their quarterback is. You're still going on the road against a tough UCF team. If they pull this one off, this is a legit road win right here.
I think they already had one of those this year.
They did against Marshall, but I'm talking about conference.
Yeah.
Legit road win.
And we keep saying this is the first fill in the blank in a while. That would be the first legit conference road win in a while.
Yeah. Because, I mean, do you call UConn a legit conference win?
We don't call that a legit win at all.
Right.
No matter if it's home, road, space.
Right.
No matter where it is.
I'd have to look in the media guide to see when the last time ECU's had a legit road win in the conference.
Yeah. All right. Well, when you get that feeling one way or the other, let us know. Because
but I will tell you the feeling I did get. I'm so pumped up about this team now. I made an impulse buy, Clip Rock. This was not even in the plans, not even on the radar, not even being considered. I was headed to Atlantic Beach this weekend to watch the game with some friends. On what is it? Is it going to be ESPN Plus? They announced what the game's going to be on?
Yes, but I do not know. And I'm checking right now.
Troy D is so fired up about this Pirate performance. He put his money where his mouth is. And he bought an airline ticket, and he will be live in Orlando to watch the Pirates play.
Troy D will not need ESPN Plus this weekend.
No.
Because you're going to be in the bounce house.
I will be there. I got so fired up, went ahead and pulled the trigger today.
All right.
I'm all in on this road trip.
I like it.
That's how I, feel about it off the air.
Phil Simms said it first. Yeah. Now Troy D saying it. I'm going to Disney World. He'll be there on Saturday.
Well, at least Orlando.
At least in the area. Kissimmee, whatever you call it.
Yeah, Kissimmee.
Hey, Kissimmee. All right.
Where's the Villages? Is that nearby? I hear that's a fun place. You ever heard of the Villages?
Not familiar.
I got a bunch of friends that I know that have retired there.
Oh.
You haven't heard of the Villages? It's like the number one retirement community in the country.
Troy, I don't hang out with 60-year-old people, so no, I haven't.
Is it bad that I even know that?
You haven't heard of it?
It's like swingers for old people.
I've heard of Del Boca Vista because that's where...
Google the Villages, man.
No.
You do it, man.
Why?
It's a wild time, man.
I heard the shuffleboard's crazy down there.
Those old people got a lot of time on their hands, if you know what I mean, man.
All right. Well, maybe you can see some of your buddies at the Villages. You'll be the hot young guy there.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
Have you been like tanning all summer so you can pick up some women?
You know what I'm
Villages?
talking about, man. They got a lot of money down there, man.
Some hot babes. All right, the Villages.
Yeah.
Okay.
Couple of 65-year-old babes, man.
Hey, you hear hot stuff down there. All right, let's.
I think it's right by Orlando for real.
Okay, I believe you.
Okay.
Let's take a time out, Troy, and we'll come back. We'll hear from Holton Ahlers.
Holton Ahlers, looking forward to catching up with QB1.
And after that, CJ Johnson going to join us as well. We'll go back inside the Players Lounge and make you a winner on this Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom Brown from Brown & Wood Buick GMC Truck. We've been serving the Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina for 83 years. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 showrooms, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This month at Brown & Wood, get an all-new 2021 GMC Terrain and save over $4,500 or 0% financing for 72 months. As always, Brown & Wood is the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty on all new and pre-owned vehicles.
We're located on Greenville Boulevard next to the Convention Center, or shop us online at brownandwoodauto.com.
Eastern North Carolina's choice for window tinting, signs, graphics, wraps, graphic design, and more is Signs and Tint. Signs and Tint is family owned and operated right here in Greenville, and their NC licensed electricians specialize in vehicle wraps, paint protection film, and more. They can even do building signs for your business. Signs and Tint offers 10% off for military and first responders. Also, make sure to mention Pirate Radio at checkout for a discount. Stop by their office today at 801 Staten Road or visit them online at signsandtint.com.
Hello, this is Michael McGraw from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center of Greenville. We offer a variety of services including arthroscopic surgery, sports medicine, carpal tunnel and general orthopedics, fracture care, total joint replacement, physical therapy, and on-site MRIs. For experienced professional medical care, visit our office on W.H. Smith Boulevard in Greenville and online at orthoeast.com. Orthopedics East providing services to ECU and Pitt County athletics for over 35 years. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate fans, Derek Pizzeni from Carolina Wealth Management. Are you a fiduciary? That's a question every investor should ask their advisor. A fiduciary is an individual who acts in the best interest of a particular person or beneficiary. Is your advisor a fiduciary? You should know it's your money. At Carolina Wealth Management, we do things differently from other investment firms. To learn more about the benefits of working with a fiduciary advisor, visit mycarolinawealth.com. That's mycarolinawealth.com.
Hi, this is Jeff Charles for my friends at Ed Watkins Marine. I've known Ed personally for years, covering his winning performances on the football field and on NASCAR's pit road. Now Ed is winning on the water, and you get to win too. You win with awesome prices on boats from Ed Watkins Marine, and of course, great service after the sale. If you're looking for a new boat, contact Ed Watkins Marine today. They will deliver anywhere. Find them online at edwatkinsmarine.com and tell them the voice sent you.
Ahoy there, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express, your local tire and wheel shop in Greenville, offering affordable, easy payment options for easy ownership, savvy? Our customers love our treasure of tires and wheels, easy payment options, and customer care package, too. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
Dear past, present, and future football watchers. Football is back! Just how you remembered it. Tailgates with an ice-cold Pepsi in hand? Totally back. That between-play sprint to the fridge for more Pepsi is back, baby! I really missed this. Anyways, consider this your official excuse for always putting football watching first, courtesy of Pepsi. That haircut appointment? Your mom told us you look great, so you should probably reschedule. Seeing the in-laws for the first time in ages.
It's been so long.
Nope, sorry, Susan. Not if it's on Sunday. Long story short, after the year we've all had, we think you could use a little football watching. So crack open a Pepsi and cheer your football watching face off. With love, Pepsi. Made for football watching. That's what I like.
Hi, this is Billy Parker at Parker's Barbecue. Did you know that we have party rooms at our Memorial Drive location? We can accommodate parties from 10 to 110, or anything in between. We can serve family-style buffet or order off the menu. Parker's Barbecue. Come celebrate with us.
This is Coach Steve Shankweiler, offensive line coach for East Carolina University football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Carolina Caliber has the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and is one of the top firearm dealers anywhere. At Carolina Caliber, they have everything you need for hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. Carolina Caliber will buy, sell, and trade. Carolina Caliber, locally owned and operated since 1960 on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip Brock.
All right, back with you on Pirate Radio Live. Real quick, last segment, talking about Troy D going to Orlando for East Carolina and the UCF, and Troy was talking about the Villages. Is that what you?
Yeah, Villages.
Villages. Yeah. And
hot spot to retire down there.
I had not heard of it, and I said that is because I don't have a lot of, I don't hang out with people in their 60s.
I just know some people that have from Greenville that have left Greenville to retire there.
I saw Kenny on YouTube and Pirate for Life on Twitter both saying, hey, now, Clip is easy on the over 60s group. We're not that bad to hang out with.
Yeah.
No doubt. That's fine. I just don't have...
Don't age shame, Clip.
All I said was I don't have people in their 60s in my inner circle, and it would be kind of weird if I did. And in about 20 years from now, I'll have a lot of people in their 60s that I
You're
hang
gonna
out
be
with.
Googling, where's that Villages again that Troy D was telling me about 20 years ago?
I'm just not there yet. So I'm glad that you folks are cool and all that. It's just, how many people in their 30s do you hang out with? I'm assuming not a lot.
Oh, you assume wrong. I identify as a 30-year-old Clipper.
Troy, you identified, looking at your pictures, as maybe 21, 22.
Yeah, I know. I roll in a lot of different circles. Don't try and typecast me.
I was referring to Kenny and to Pirate for Life.
Yeah.
You think you are still
21 to 81. I hang out with
student
everyone
in East
in between.
Carolina. Yeah.
Speaking of East Carolina, by the way, if I was a student in East Carolina, I would kick that kid's ass that ruined the statue on campus.
Well, they did make an arrest on that
Good.
case.
And if Judge Troy D was ruling on that case, life sentence for that
in
young
prison.
man.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't go death penalty with
I would have. I thought that was a little extreme. But he did try and kill the pirate, though.
Reasonable D is only going life sentence.
I'm trying not to overreact, Clip, like I would have in my younger days. So life sentence is enough for him.
All right.
Yeah, lock him up.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Send a message. What a jackass.
Yeah,
it's disgusting if you haven't seen it. It's been on
video of it,
And by the way, that particular person was not an ECU student.
Yes,
he was from Raleigh. Those damn Raleigh kids.
Yeah, a lot of troublemakers up there.
They pee in their own stands, I hear.
Probably a Wolfpack guy.
Could be.
All right, by the way, and if you're looking for that video, you're probably not going to see it on Facebook because Facebook's suffering a major outage today. And still, we are not broadcasting on Facebook right now. We are on YouTube Live, and we'll be archived on YouTube. So go to our YouTube page. If you can't find our YouTube page, you can go to our website, and the link is right there on the homepage, pr927fm.com, and it'll take you right to our Pirate Radio TV YouTube page. And we're also on all radio stations. We're on the internet, on our website, on the TuneIn app. So there's plenty of places to listen. But Facebook, man, they're in big trouble, man.
I tell you what, man.
And that includes all the Facebook-owned apps. That includes Instagram, WhatsApp.
Yep.
All of those are all down.
So they are actually, they're not. All they're saying is we know it's a problem. We're working on it. There is some discussion of whether it was sabotage and whether they've been hacked or it was an internal error that has caused this. Of course, Facebook has not been getting good pub lately.
Timing's weird, right? Because of an interview.
They just did whistleblower was on 60 Minutes last night talking about some of their internal problems with the way they run their business. They some of the executives got grilled on Capitol Hill last week. This has been a bad week or so for Facebook, but they've got some major issues going on with the site right now, and there's a lot of rumors out there as far as how widespread this thing could be and who's behind it.
It's a bummer, man, because I watch a lot of film on the CUSA on Facebook, man.
Yeah.
Oh, just think if
our
football game.
Yeah,
holy crap.
Thank God we're on ESPN Plus and not Facebook Live.
Pretty sure Marshall's got one like this weekend, right?
Yeah,
on
Their
Facebook.
whole season's on Facebook.
They may or may not have it fixed.
Wow, what a bummer that would have been. So, yeah, glad it happened today and not then. All right, Troy D.
My friend just texted me, though. He did say, luckily, my OnlyFans page has not been affected. So, for all you fans out there.
Chandler gave you the
Oh, come on, man.
Side.
That was funny, man.
We're not talking about that, man.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me.
I don't know what that is, man. What is
to be
it?
funny?
Yeah.
Tell you off the air, man.
Was that supposed to be funny?
By the way, somebody, so the other night, we had a caller call in, said he met a guy named Kevin, met another Kevin that calls into the fifth quarter.
The bromance.
And, like, they're buddies.
We connect, like, we make relationships happen.
We are connecting the Pirate Nation.
Yeah.
And then he said, by the way, Monica, if you're single, I'm all about it.
And now we're a love show.
Any word from Monica? I guess we'll have to wait till this week to get Monica's response.
We'll have the update. Yeah. Now we're like
think
Young and the Restless.
If it's the Monica I'm thinking of, I think Monica's married.
Yeah, taken. So,
but who's to say? Things could have changed.
Hey, maybe paint chip helmet lady is single.
And by the way, I heard that call. I'm pretty close to the field where I sit. I thought the helmets looked fantastic. You know me, I'll criticize uniforms and helmets when they don't look right.
You'll criticize anything.
Correct. That is, out of all our problems, that is not a problem.
They were chipped to hail.
I thought the helmets
They're
looked
chipped to
great.
hail.
I loved the purple chrome helmets. In fact, I thought it looked fantastic. I did not see a single issue out there.
Now,
I don't know what this chip to hail is, but they look good to me.
I do remember someone whose helmet used to always be chipped. Alex Turner was a defensive tackle.
Because he played 100 plays a game.
And he played like every snap and was getting hit every snap. I remember his helmet, half of his helmet was white, half of it was purple. But I mean, I'm not worried about helmets. We're 3-2.
They looked good, is what I'm saying. That's not a problem.
And we look good.
Yeah. All right. Look good, play good, feel good. Holden Ahlers played good on Saturday. Let's go inside the Players Lounge. He joined Troy D and I earlier today, and let's hear part of that, the whole thing right now. Terrible setup. All right, let's head out to the Fixed NC Live line and talk to Holden Ahlers back inside the Players Lounge here on a Monday edition, a Victory Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Holden, welcome back to the show. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me, guys.
Great performance on Saturday, Holden. And we talked last week, and you admitted that, preparation, buy-in, focus wasn't there leading up to the Charleston Southern game. It looks like Mike Houston corrected that, and the players bought in, and it just led to a great performance, and it started right there in the first quarter, Holden. So how much did the preparation from last week help out the performance we saw from you guys on Saturday?
Yeah, I think that was all of it. It was a different mindset we had during the week. We were embarrassed of the way that we played last Saturday, and we knew we had to go put a better product on the field, especially in conference play with playing better teams like that. So we were fortunate to get out with the win versus Charleston Southern, but we knew that we had to be a better team if we want to achieve the goals that we wanted to achieve. So it was good start in the right direction. We got another big one this week, and we just got to continue to grow from it.
Holden, this is Troy. You've been with the program for a while, but this is the first time that you've been a part of a 3-game win streak. How much of this team is this confidence? Because we've talked before, this team has the skill and ability to do it. They've shown it in spurts, and then obviously last Saturday they showed it for the majority of the game. Is that the confidence boost this team needs to know that not only are they capable, but they can do it?
I think so. We know we're talented enough. We know that we have the guys to do it, and we have the coaches to do it. It's just a matter of fact of going out there and doing it for a full 4 quarters, and then stacking games too. We've, like you said, we've won 3 in a row now, and that's nothing anyone on this team has done before. So it's definitely moving in the right direction. We just got to continue to grow. It's a huge one this week. If we go up there and knock them off, we're 2-0 in conference, 4-2 overall, with all of our goals ahead of us. So we got the guys to do it. We've had lofty goals since the beginning of the season, and really preseason. We've talked about it, but we believe in our guys, and we're just going to continue to work hard and believe in Coach Houston.
Holden, speaking of confidence, I got to imagine the fourth down conversions are confident building for 2 different reasons. And one is your coach believes in you to go out there and pick up those fourth down conversions. And then when you convert 1 and then 2 and then 3 and then 4, your confidence has to be sky high after converting those fourth downs. You guys did a great job of that on Saturday.
Yeah. I think one of the big things for us is, it helps on third down too. I know our third down conversion wasn't as good and hasn't really been too good all season, but at the same time, if you're going for it on fourth down, it's a different play calling, it's a different mindset than just trying to get it all in 1 down instead of 2. So just knowing that he believes in us to stick us out there. That 1 4th and 2, we called a pass play. It was a deep ball to Snead. Not many coaches would have called that in the country. So just shows that he believes in us. Me and Snead and then the guys up front too. They balled out Saturday and just gave us time to do what needed to be done, and then gave those running backs room to do what they do.
Holden, the team looked like a completely different team versus the week before. The way you guys played against Tulane versus what we saw against Charleston Southern, it was like night and day. What do you think the biggest difference was? Was it the execution? Was it the play calling? Was it a combination of both, or was there something else we're missing?
Yeah, I think it's kind of everything. I think, one thing for us was, you look back at the end of the season now, the best thing that probably happened to this team was the way that we beat Charleston Southern, and we were lucky to get out of there with a win, but it kind of left a bad taste in our mouth, and knowing that we didn't want to, we woke up Sunday not feeling too good. It felt like a loss almost, but we were lucky to get out there with a win, and that just kind of, gave us hunger to be better, to know that we can be better, and to go show that versus Tulane was good. But we got, like I said, we got a big one this week. We got to prepare even harder. They're a really good football team, but we are too. So we're just gaining confidence as we go, and just going to keep this thing rolling.
Had a good stretch of some home games here, but now, as you mentioned, you got to go on the road in a tough environment at UCF in Orlando against a team where East Carolina will be a heavy underdog. What's the feeling with the team right now, though? I'm sure you guys are going down there fired up, have some momentum. What is the thoughts going into the UCF game?
Yeah, we want to be the underdogs. I mean, I think that's what ECU's motto has always been, as people have looked over us. So this team has a little bit of attitude to them. We're starting to gain confidence, like I said, and with a team like that, we're going to be dangerous versus anyone that we play. So just trying to get to that 6-win mark, but also just trying to go 2-0 in the conference, because we got more goals than just getting to a bowl game now, and we're just going to continue to press forward with that.
8 catches for the tight end position on Saturday, and Shane Calhoun had a couple. We've already seen him have a big performance earlier this year. Bit of a coming out party for Ryan Jones. 6 catches, 58 yards, caught a touchdown from Mason Garcia. Holden, he's kind of been a hidden weapon to this point. It was on display on Saturday. What kind of a game changer can he be for your offense?
Yeah, you talking about Ryan Jones?
Yes, yeah, Ryan Jones.
Yeah, he's probably one of the best athletes on the team. I mean, we've been saying it all season. It's just been a matter of time before he got involved with it. He's explosive as anyone, and to say he's a tight end is kind of crazy, because some of the things that he can do, some of our receivers and some of the receivers in the country can't even do. So he's a special talent. Anytime you can get him the ball, I mean, he can just add an explosive play anytime he touches it, just with those guys like Keaton and Josiah and those guys. But, anytime we can get the ball to him, it'll definitely help our offense, especially being a tight end. He'll have matchups that maybe Snead or Josiah and some of those guys don't have, just because of the position he plays. So he's definitely a weapon. We're going to use him as much as possible. Like I said, I mean, it's pretty obvious when he touches the ball, he's going to be electric.
And the cat's out of the bag again with Keaton Mitchell. Boy, what a performance he had. And I mentioned Saturday, kind of reminded me shades of Chris Johnson for Pirate fans that are a little bit older. Remember Chris, and I know you do, growing up and remember him watching him. What a performance by Mitchell.
Yeah, he that was literally the first thing I told my family when I got out of the locker room the other day, and they were like, "That kid's ridiculous." I was like, "Yeah, he's literally the next Chris Johnson." Because I mean, once he gets past 5 yards, there's a slim chance anyone's going to catch him. But he's been like that since he's been here. He's just showing it off now, and I'm happy for him. And Raj's done a great job too. I mean, they're a great combo of skill sets. They're great kids to be his teammates, because I mean, they pass block too. They take pride in that, and they catch the ball well. So I mean, anytime we can get the ball in those hands too. I mean, we got so many weapons on this team. It's definitely a blessing, but we just got to get the ball to the right guys, and that's what we've been doing these last 3 games.
Holden, Keaton has had now 3 or 4, I think 4 breakaway touchdowns. Just curious, why don't you run that play more where he just runs at 80 yards for a touchdown?
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to start calling more, just 80-yard runs for touchdowns every play.
Yeah, I mean,
you can just audible into that play. I'm sure they wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
I'll talk to Donnie about it, see if we can ice up some more touchdown runs.
But seriously, and you mentioned the O-line earlier, Holden, maybe their best game of the year, opening up holes for Keaton, Rajay, and then the pass protection to allow you and as a team go over 300 yards passing. You had 288 and 2 touchdowns. O-line played fantastic against a Green Wave team that in years past has been really good defensively against ECU.
Yeah, that's the best O-line slate since I've been here, by far. I mean, that D-line for Tulane bullied Oklahoma's O-line. I mean, and almost won the game for them. So, I mean, that's a good football team that we beat, and that our O-line really, kind of set the tone for. And, I mean, I hope they play like that the rest of the year. They got a little bit of confidence in them, too. Now we're getting guys healthy again, and the rotation is going good. So, I mean, if they play like that, we're going to be a dangerous team.
Holton, keep up the good work. Players Lounge is a lot of fun when we're winning, so let's maybe stack them up here and get 4 in a row as we talk next week.
For sure. Hopefully. I'll see you guys.
All right. Good luck, man. All the best.
Thanks.
Holden Ehlers joining us inside the Players Lounge after an East Carolina victory over the Tulane Green Wave. I said it before, I'll say it again. Holden has been great to talk to after a bad performance, after a good performance, after a loss, after a win. He keeps it pretty steady, and but he was fired up, Troy, to win that one on Saturday. Now ready to move on to UCF.
Yeah, I had a chance to talk to him too off the air a little bit today, and he is definitely energized, let me say, to lead this team. And he's faced some adversity earlier this year, and I think he's handled it once again with class, and just a great representative and a great Pirate is Holton Ahlers. So I think the best still could be yet to come, Clip.
We still got to go out to the Fixed NC Live line and talk to CJ Johnson. We'll take a break right now. We'll make you a winner and open up the Pirate Radio booty bag here on a Monday.
Booty, 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 booty everywhere. Booty, 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 booty everywhere.
All right, Pirates have been big winners lately. Now you can be a winner. Shirley, what do you want to give out on this Monday?
How about a $10 gift card to Quarters Bar and Grill?
All right, sounds like a great one. Some great food over at Quarters Bar and Grill. You can watch some sporting events and enjoy some cold beer as well. What call are you looking for?
I'm going to go with caller number 10 today.
Caller 10, 317-1250. We're back with CJ Johnson. We'll go back inside the Players Lounge after this.
There's nothing more important than protecting your family. Fire ants can cause painful allergic reactions and even death. Protect your loved ones at home where you should feel the safest. Visit pesttechofgreenville.com to learn of our once-a-year treatment to guarantee you stay fire ant free. Tested and proven effective by your Eastern North Carolina exterminating professionals at Pest Tech of Greenville. Mention the crying baby for an extra 10% off.
That's for you. Answer the call from patients who need plasma. Donations are down, so give plasma at a Grifols Center and receive compensation. Visit grifolsplasma.com. Gonna get that? Answer the call from patients who need plasma and receive up to $700 your first month when you donate at a Grifols Center. Visit grifolsplasma.com.
Guess what, Greenville? Calzones are back. Community Calzone is the only restaurant in town specializing in calzones. Choose from over 50 different calzones, or you design your own with unlimited options, including vegetarian. Community Calzone also features wings, huge salads, and more. Plus, they deliver to almost everywhere in Pitt County. Located on Greenville Boulevard next to Ashley Furniture Warehouse, they're open for lunch, dinner, and late night for dine-in, pickup, or delivery. It's Community Calzone.
Pirate fans, get ready for a winning season and team up with Quality Equipment, your local John Deere dealer and proud sponsor of the ECU Pirates. When you do business with us, you'll get things done right. We're proud to offer a large selection of new and used John Deere equipment, a fully stocked parts department, and a highly trained staff who is here to support you throughout the life of your equipment. So get quality done right before every ECU game day and visit QualityEquip.com.
At US Cellular, we can help everyone stay connected for less. And less also means more, as in more choice. Right now, you choose any phone and we make it free. Plus, get unlimited data for $30 a month with 4 lines. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
Now that life is returning to normal, we have found a lot of good things that came from the pandemic. One of them is not having to go to the wireless store anymore. The Cellular Warehouse team has been in the business of delivering phones to your home and office for 20 years. People found out about our free delivery service and love the ease of getting a new phone, tablet, or hotspot. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051 so you can start experiencing the joy of never going to a wireless store again. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent.
When a storm hits, you can count on Greenville Utilities. They put their emergency storm plan into action to restore power as quickly and safely as possible. If you experience an outage, call them toll-free at 1-855-767-2482. The automated hotline can handle a large number of calls at once, virtually eliminating busy signals, so help can be on the way as fast as possible. Remember, GUC's emergency hotline number is 1-855-767-2482.
Tired and sluggish? Down in the dumps? Or just have the blahs? Maybe you need to hydrate. Revive Health and Wellness on East 10th Street in Greenville offers IV hydration that can help you with lack of energy, improve your mood, assist with immunity, even fix a hangover. Locally owned and operated, the team at Revive Health and Wellness are experienced and licensed registered nurses that will assist you in preparing for your IV session. Call or text today with questions or to set an appointment with Revive Health and Wellness. 252-350-1805. That's 252-350-1805.
This is former ECU football player Bryce Williams, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center, Greenville's new extended care clinic, is now open Saturdays and Sundays from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. so you can avoid the emergency department for any urgent orthopedics care. For more information, call 757-2663 or visit orthoeast.com. Orthopedics East, providing services to Eastern North Carolina and the Pirate Nation for more than 35 years. And congratulations to Susan Deans of Greenville, picked up the $10 gift card to Quarters Bar and Grill. Greenville's newest sports bar is Quarters. They offer gourmet burgers, hot dogs, and wings with unique flavors. Plus, Quarters just added new appetizers to the menu. Quarters Bar and Grill is open Wednesday through Sunday from 11 a.m. until 11 p.m., located in the shopping center right behind Krispy Kreme. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, congratulations. Susan Deans, our resident Panthers fan, needed a win after her Panthers did not get a win on Sunday against the Dallas Cowboys. The Pirates did pick up a win on Saturday, 52-29 over the Tulane Green Wave. Clip Brock here, Troy D here. Let's go out to the Fixed NC Live line and go back inside the Players Lounge and talk to ECU wide receiver C.J. Johnson, who joins us again. C.J., how you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing great. CJ, 4 catches, 52 yards. You had 52 yards. Your team scored 52 points. So you had to be feeling pretty good coming off Saturday on that big performance by your guys.
Oh, it was a great performance. We played the game that we know how to play, and we played as a team. And it was no question up front who was the most physical team.
Yeah, and CJ, it seemed, especially in the offense, it seemed like everybody had a role. The guys running the ball ran good. You guys made big catches. The offensive line, I thought, had their best game of the year so far. It was really a true team performance, I thought.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And I gotta give the ups to the key, and that man ran for 222. Like you don't see backs doing that every weekend, and I think he is definitely one of the top-notch backs. And then you got Rajay right behind him running for another 100 yards. So I mean, the offensive line did what they had to do. And they did, and they played a great game all game.
CJ, I've heard former Pirates tell me that if you don't block as a wide receiver for Donnie Kirkpatrick, you're not going to play. So blocking is an important thing for a wide receiver. I guess the good news with Mitchell is you don't have to block for too long, right? Because you hold your guy for a second or two, Mitchell's going to fly by everybody anyway.
Oh yeah, that most definitely helps. But yeah, they definitely weren't lying to you. Not even if you don't block for Donnie K. If you don't block for anybody, you won't play. So perimeter blocking is a big focus that we have on during practice and getting better at it.
CJ, you were one of 4 Pirate receivers to catch for over 50 yards on Saturday. Sneed, 4 for 78. Audie, 4 for 76. And Ryan Jones, we've seen flashes of him. He caught a touchdown week 1, but 6 catches, 58 yards, and a touchdown. Bit of a coming-out party for him, CJ. What have you seen from him in practice, and were you anticipating this big day for him, Ryan Jones?
Oh, man, he's a hard-working athlete. I definitely respect him and his game and his mentality that he brings to the game. He's a great player.
CJ, you guys went into the half with a huge lead and a lot of momentum. I'm just curious, what did Coach say to you guys at halftime? Because, you came out in the third quarter and Tulane scored 16 points unanswered. Now, the Pirates did bounce back and got it put together in a great way fourth quarter. But what was the attitude at halftime, what was said, and what happened kind of third quarter?
Oh man, I think what happened third quarter is we just didn't warm up like we were supposed to, and we came out a little sluggish. But in the locker room, he was just like it's not over yet. We still got 2 more quarters to play. It was like we got to keep our foot on the gas.
We had a Parmalee hangover at halftime. I saw, the Parmalee was finishing up their set. It was kind of a crazy situation. You had Tulane practicing on the field. East Carolina was coming out, and Parmalee still had about half their Feels Like Carolina song still to go. It was a wild scene out there at the end of halftime, but at least you got to catch some of the end of the concert there, CJ.
Oh, yes, sir. That's always good.
CJ Johnson joining us, East Carolina 52-29. First time, I guess, we've been able to ask you about this, CJ. How's a 3-game winning streak feel for you?
Oh, man, it feels amazing. We're most definitely pushing to make up a 4-game winning streak next week down in Orlando.
Big game coming up against UCF. CJ, best of luck. Well, we've talked to a lot of your teammates. A lot of them are saying they're feeling pretty sore. You're getting about halfway through the season, so I know DJ Ford in particular said he's got some schoolwork to do, and him and Snead talked about treatment. How's the body feeling right now as we get about halfway through this year?
Oh, man, most definitely. You're most definitely hitting that wall around this point halfway through the season where your body starts feeling everything that you did the past couple months to play. So treatment is very important to get.
CJ, thanks for joining us today. Best of luck down in Orlando, man.
Yeah, keep it rolling, brother.
Thank you.
CJ Johnson joining us, 4 catches, 52 yards. How about that? 52 yards for CJ, 52 points for the Pirates on Saturday, Troy D. Another great day inside the Players Lounge. Enjoyed talking to these guys, and they put in all this work, Troy. It's nice to see it pay off for them and for them to be able to come in here with some smiles.
Absolutely.
And, enjoying what they do.
Yeah, it's always a lot more fun after victory, and especially now 3 in a row for East Carolina. And hopefully they can keep this momentum going and have a chance. As I said, I think, 3 wins away now to a bowl game, basically. And the path to 3 is realistic. And could it be more than 3? I do think there is a path possibly to more than 3 wins, too, if this team can continue to play like they played last Saturday. That's the key. Can you repeat it? They're capable of it. We've seen it now. The coaches are capable. The players are capable. They can do it. Can they duplicate it this next week? That's the big question.
All right, we got one more break to take. Speaking of winning, Big Ed Watkins coming back with you. That's an awesome picture he sent. You need to put that out on social media, Troy D.
All right, well, it won't be on Instagram or Facebook, but I'll put it out
down
there.
to Twitter.
If you missed it, those social media sites are down, but Twitter's out there. Big Ed Watkins sending me a great photo. I'll put it out there on Pirate Radio Twitter.
Bubba Wallace winning today. Big Ed, the gas man for the 23 car today. And a big smile from Big Ed and Bubba Wallace after that win. When we return, we'll look back at the 5th quarter, Troy D. Dusty and New Bern, maybe the call of the night.
The minute I heard it, I was like, wow, I wish I could replay that. And I haven't heard it since. I didn't get a chance to go replay it Sunday, so I look forward to hearing it again.
I'm ready to hear it for a second time. If you hadn't heard it at all, stay tuned, folks.
I had a car full of kids, and they were. I was like, "Set it, guys! Quit talking! Quit talking!"
Dusty's on the phone.
All right, yelling at them, cranking up the 5th quarter.
We'll replay that and get ready to wrap it up on a Monday. Back with you after this.
Here with Mike Mullis from Fixed NC. And Mike, you were telling me the other day, people ask you all the time, I didn't know you did that. What does that mean?
Anything that involves property damage repair, call us first. If it's your crawl space, you've got interior humidity issues, a water loss, your ice maker line breaks, obviously fire and smoke, everybody knows we do those. But anything that involves interior or exterior property damage, we're your repair experts.
Mike, how can everybody get in touch with you?
252-999-0001 or fixednc.com.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of Pirates and ENC. Open 7 days a week from noon until 2 a.m., the Buck features live music every night of the week. Tuesday is karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday is acoustic night. Thursday is the DJ dance party. And Friday and Saturday nights, it's live bands. Check out the Buck's Facebook or Instagram page for more information. The Buccaneer Music Hall. We'll see you at the Buck.
On Saturdays, your team needs you. Your sofa needs you. And you need a Jersey Mike's sub. Get it all with free Saturday delivery when you order through the Jersey Mike's app. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. This Saturday, while you watch the game at home, we're watching the grill at Jersey Mike's. Order through the Jersey Mike's app for free delivery on Saturdays. Unless you're going to miss hearing this. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
This is Norm Bryant with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holton Ahlers, and I couldn't do my job without my offensive line keeping me safe. Make sure your employees are safe by using ArcPoint Labs for your medical testing needs. From pre-employment testing to COVID test, ArcPoint Labs is there to serve Eastern North Carolina with accurate, reliable, confidential testing. Schedule an appointment at any of their 6 Eastern North Carolina locations or visiting them online at arcpointlabs.com. Go Pirates!
Sawyer's Fun Park is now open in Greenville. This state-of-the-art 40,000 square foot facility features a 2-story LED interactive laser tag, a one-of-a-kind 2-story ninja course, a ropes course with a 180-degree zip line, and it's only one of 5 in the country that are indoors. Multiple climbing walls, a super cool arcade with 40-plus games, and a brand-new full-service cafe and bar for adults. Visit the brand-new Sawyer's Fun Park, now open, located right behind ARU on Corey Road, Greenville.
For the latest from the world of golf, tune in every Saturday morning from 8 to 10 for the Golf Shop Radio Show. Hosts Mark Greenhelds and Matt Blanchard talk golf from tee to green and everything in between. If you like golf, you're gonna love Golf Shop Radio. Before you tee up, drop on in. Welcome to the Golf Shop.
Warren's Hot Dog Pizza, homemade lemonade.
Hey, Pirate Nation, are you ready for some Warren's hot dogs? Warren's original Hot and Judy's mild sweet chili hot dogs have been the official hot dog of sports fans for over 30 years. Pick up a tailgate special this football season of 10 or more hot dogs for only $1.50 each. Warren's in Greenville across from Ron Ayers Motorsports and the new Chocowinity location next to the fire department. Warren's hot dogs. Want some? Get some. Go Pirates.
Welcome aboard the Pirate Ship of Fun.
Pirate Radio,
Prepare for the adventure of a lifetime.
the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Taking a look at your stock market report for today. The Dow was down 323 points at 34,002. The NASDAQ was down 311 at 14,255, and the S&P dropped 56 at an even 4,300. And taking a look at your Bucks scoreboard, of course, the Raiders will be at the Chargers. You can hear that game tonight. Our coverage begins at 7:30 right here on Pirate Radio, and the American League wildcard game will be tomorrow night, and it will be the Red Sox hosting the Yankees. And that is a look at your scoreboard, brought to you by the Buccaneer Music Hall. It's your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates. They are open from noon until 2 a.m. with live music every night, and now during football season they have food trucks during the day. Follow the Buck on Facebook and Instagram for an updated schedule, and we'll see you at the Buck. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip Rock.
The Buck. We'll have Red Sox fan and baseball aficionado Malcolm Gray join us on Tuesday to talk some postseason and to get you ready for that wild card game on Tuesday. We'll also talk to the play-by-play voice of the UCF Knights. Mark Daniels will join us on the show on Tuesday as well. Got the Brian Bailey Show coming up next. If you're listening to our live edition, as he had a great chat earlier today with ECU running backs coach Chris Foster. Also went down to Orlando and talked to Zach Maskovich, formerly of WNCT Channel 9. We'll talk to Zach on this show later in the week. And then coming up 6 o'clock on Tuesday night, Troy D., all of our player interviews, the Players Lounge podcast. And you'll hear what all the Pirates had to say following their win over Tulane.
Yeah, it's a great feature. In case people missed it during today's show, we condensed it all into one program. We run it in the 6 o'clock hour Tuesday, and I believe Wednesday too, Shirley, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Yes, that's correct.
And we'll have it archived on our podcast forums too.
All right, good stuff. Troy, fun night on the fifth quarter. And you know what it's like after a big Pirate win.
Absolutely.
Everybody's in a good mood, having fun.
It's more fun to do the show.
Those are fun for me, fun for fun for everybody here. Intern Jalen filled in for Chandler, and he got a nice, easy show to start with.
He did a great job, by the way.
Yeah, we were feeling good on a Saturday night, and this is one of the best calls. Now, some people call in, and they have like a skit. Sometimes it bombs, but sometimes, Troy, and a lot of times it hits, and we had one hit on Saturday night.
Yeah, and if you know the history of Dusty Rhodes and the hard time speech, you really get it. You understand it. If you don't, it's still entertaining. But I would say if you've never heard that speech, Google it after you hear this, and you'd appreciate this call even that much more.
Hard times. Let's hear from Dusty, who called in on Saturday night on the fifth quarter. Lines locked and loaded on the Fixed NC Live line. Let's go to Dusty in New Bern. Hey, Dusty.
Clip. Let me tell you, first of all, I need to say thank you to the many Pirate fans that wrote letters and cards when I was down in my darkest days. But the American dream is back. And let me tell you, I got no respect for Tulane, no respect, no honor. But there is no respect amongst thieves. And let me tell you, the Pirates, we had fallen on hard times. But Clip, you don't know hard times. Hard times is the American auto worker that goes to work and got 4 or 5 kids at home and can't make enough money to put food on the table. Hard times is a man that goes to work and at the end of 30 years they give him a watch and say, hey, Daddy, a computer took your place. And the Pirates were brought on hard times by Jeff Comfort. But let me tell you, Clip, the Pirates and the American dream are back. Let me tell you, that was the hardest hitting performance I've seen in that Ficklin Stadium since Quentin Cotton and Pierre Bell was rolling the field. And let me tell you, Clip, the UCF Knights are on alert because next Saturday in Orlando, Florida, in that erected set of a stadium they call the Bounce House, the Pirates of East Carolina are coming. And let me tell you, Clip, the American dream will be heard loud and clear. Go Pirates!
Dusty, the American dream.
Gives me goosebumps to hear it again.
Awesome stuff.
I loved it.
Daddy.
That's great. I hope he'll call in again.
If you will. We've heard from Randy in the past. Randy Savage has called in before Troy D. That was our first Dusty Rhodes call in.
It made me go back and watch the original Hard Times.
Great promo.
Speech promo. And man, this guy, it was good.
Yeah. He hit hit all the points.
Yeah. I was in the car after the game, and my kids were like, Dad, why is he talking like that? I'm like, quiet, kids! Dusty's talking. I'll explain
Show
later.
some respect.
Yeah. Sorry if I yelled at my kids. I wanted to hear that in real time.
Good stuff. Thanks to everybody who called in, checked in on Saturday night. We had a lot of fun recapping East Carolina and Tulane. We'll be with you Saturday, 2 o'clock on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. We'll have a live check-in down at the Bounce House.
My first road trip Clip Rock of the year. Had a conflict in Charlotte. So
down at the Village with Troy D. Coming up on see what's popping.
Technically, it's the Villages.
Villages?
Yeah, it's more than one, but
plural.
Yeah, I'll check in with you. We'll get a live report down there in Orlando. Looking forward to it.
Sounds good. And Troy will check back in with you on Friday here on Pirate Radio Live.
Indeed. Look forward to seeing you hour 1.
Big Tuesday show on tap. Mark Daniels, the voice of the Knights. Malcolm Gray will join us to talk some baseball. Stephen Igo, Jeff Nadeau, and also we'll recap the Mike Houston press conference, which is coming up on Tuesday as well. Charlotte Rhodes, Chandler Honeycutt, Troy D. I am Clip Rock. We'll see you Tuesday, 3 o'clock for an all-new edition of Pirate Radio Live.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation.